evening and welcome to the Kalihi Valley Neighborhood Board number 16. Today is Wednesday, August 13, 2025, and it is now 7:05 p.m. Rules of speaking. Anyone wish to speak is asked to click the raise hand icon and when recognized by the chair to address comments to the chair. Speakers are encouraged to keep their comments under up to 5 minutes at most, and those giving reports are encouraged to keep their reports under 3 to 5 minutes. Please ensure your microphone is muted unless you are speaking. Please state your first and last name for the record before moving into your comments or questions. Written testimony may also be submitted via email using the contact information listed on the Neighborhood Commission Office website. Please silence electronic devices. Note, the board may take action on any agenda item as required by the State Sunshine Law, Hawaii Revised Statute Chapter 92. Specific issues not listed on this agenda cannot be voted on unless properly added to the agenda. Find archive of handouts and reference material concerning the Kalihi Valley Neighborhood Board number 16 at our Google Drive, as well as video recordings found on YouTube. I did want to quickly note to correct the board business agenda. We will not be doing items A to C, the resolutions. We still have to do editing for those resolutions, but we will reschedule them for a later meetings. We'll do one at a time as well. Everything else, that's the only correction I know so far. But we will move on to city monthly reports. Honolulu Fire Department. Is Fire Department on at this time? Seeing none and not in person either. So we can table them. If they do come later on, we will go to them. But next is Honolulu Police Department, which is online. Oh, they're online. Hello.
Hello, Sergeant Leighton Kato. So for the month of July, we had assaults. We had 1 auto thefts. We had 5 burglaries. Was 4 robberies. Was 0, as well as sexual assaults. Simple assaults, which was misdemeanor assaults. That's 2. Thefts was 3, and UEMVs, which is break into automobiles, was 0. Total calls for service was 510. If you have any questions, concludes my report.
Okay. Any questions from the board, online or in person? Ms. Franklin.
Yes, could you tell us what the robberies were, the 4? What area they were in?
Actually, I don't have that details right now. It just says a total amount. But I could get that for you later if you want.
That's later today or next month?
Later, if you could send me your email, I could send that to you.
That's all right. Disregard.
Okay.
Mr. Sung.
Any updates about the shooting at Kalihi Valley Homes?
No, right now the suspect still is remains at large, and no leads right now yet.
Okay. Any questions from the community online or in person?
Mr. Rojas.
Oh, Mr. Rojas has his hand up. Mr. Rojas? Mr. Rojas, are you there?
Yeah, he's himself still.
Oh, you're still muted. Okay. So, okay. Yeah. So if you're still going through tech issues, you can just email the questions and I can send it over to. Can I email you, Sergeant, or is there, or could I?
Yeah, you can. It's lkato@honolulu.gov.
Okay. lkato@honolulu.gov. Okay. Thank you so much. And if there are no more questions, I want to thank you. Have a good evening.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Up next is Board of Water Supply. Iris Oda, I believe, is online.
Hi, good evening. Sorry you can't be there. So for July, no main breaks in your neighborhood. I have one general announcement. It's our Water Wisdom program. It's designed to support condominiums and townhome residents, owners, and property managers in reducing water usage. So this can help lowering operational costs while safeguarding our drinking water today and for generations to come. So the program highlights, we have on-site or virtual presentations offering practical tips to reduce water usage. We have water audits for communal areas and personalized audits for kupuna at 60 plus, ages 60 plus, and conservation material and more. So these services and materials are free. So for more information, go to boardofwatersupply.com/waterwisdom. And so that's my announcement, but I have 3 follow-ups from last month. So the first one is there was a question about the driveway up to our Kalihi Reservoir near the Kalihi Elementary School, the Helena Street, and if we could pave it and things like that. So Board of Water, I was told, given the instructions, the Board of Water plans to meet with Kalihi Elementary School and the Department of Education to discuss and develop a mutually agreeable solution regarding the condition of the driveway. So we'll keep the board abreast of our progress following discussions with DOE. The second question was large patches in the road near 2818 Numana Road. The patches look like it's from previous Board of Water works and if we'll be repaving or fixing it. So I was told we were not able to identify any road patches belonging to the Board of Water Supply in front of that address or in the immediate area. So there is a temporary patch found near on Numana Road at Valley View Dry related to a previous main break. So the contractor is currently in the process of securing the necessary permits to begin permanent paving. So this process could take up to a month or longer, barring any unforeseen circumstances. And number 3, I think this is your board. I was asked about the type of rebates that are offered by the Board of Water Supply. So, or how we can look it up. So, if you guys, anybody can go to our website at boardofwatersupply.com, which I wanted to give that because I might have given a wrong address last time. But boardofwatersupply.com, and you can look under rebate. There's commercial rebates and food service rebates and residential rebates. Typical ones for residential are weather-based irrigation controller and soil moisture sensors. There's a residential clothes washer, a rain barrel, residential rain barrels, smart water monitor, and water sense labeled toilets for the residential. And if you do need to call Board of Water Supply, it is 808-748-5041 for more information, our communications office. And you can always email us at contact us at hbws.org. So I wanted to correct that. I think I said the wrong address last month. So those are my 3 follow-ups. And if there's anything more.
Are there any questions from the board online or in person? Seeing and hearing none. Any questions from the community online or in person? Seeing and hearing none. Thank you so much, Iris. Have a good evening and see you next
week. See you next month in person. Bye.
Bye in person. Up next is residents and community concerns, 3 minutes each. At this time, are there any resident and community concerns at this time? If you'd like to, you can come up now. Yes. Oh, you can sit down. Yes.
So my name is Kyle Shibuya. I am the Kalihi Valley Complex Supervisor. So I oversee the parks at Kalihi Valley District Park, Kalihi Uka, Kamehameha Community Park, and some of the unsupervised parks, which is the Court and Kalihi Waina. So I have some of my staff here today. To my left, I have Matthew Oba. He's the pool manager at Kalihi Valley, so he takes care of all the programming and then the open swim and all the classes you have at the pool. And to my right, I have Kalihi. He is the recreation director at Kalihi Valley, and he takes care of like all the permits at the field, the gym, and then he also does the programming that you see at the parks. And then we just completed our summer fun program the past couple weeks ago. So he ran the summer fun program, and then he ran the swim lessons during that time. So right here I have some registration forms and then some of our flyers because we're getting into our fall program. Our registration actually starts next week, Tuesday. And that is from 6 to 7 in person. And also, we do have a website, pros.hnl.info. If you want, it's also on the flyers. You can look at the flyers and then it has all that information. So you can also register online. We always encourage online registration, especially for like the swimming classes and stuff like that. So, but we do have registration forms if some people are still wanting to do the in-person registration. So we do have the in-person registration. So I'm gonna have my Matt and Kahi take over. They're gonna kind of go over what kind of activities they're gonna be having this fall program. So I'm gonna have Matthew go first.
Okay, so for my program for the swim lessons, we're gonna have the parent top classes. That's gonna be on Wednesdays and Fridays. The time's gonna vary depending on the date. On Wednesdays, the parent top class will be at 1:30, and then on Fridays it'll be 2 o'clock or 2:30. And then I also have the preschool swim lessons. It's gonna be Sunday through Friday. We'll have at least one class, and the times will vary depending on the day. And then we have the Learn to Swim program, which is a 6 to 12-year-olds. They're gonna be Sunday through Friday as well. We're gonna have the teens program and adult programs on Sundays and Fridays. The teens will be, let's see, and then we also have swim team as well. So that's from 6 to 17-year-olds for kids who can swim. Teens program will be on Fridays from 4 to 4:30, and then Sundays from 3:30 to 4. Adult program will be on Friday and or Sundays from 4:45 to 5:30. We're also going to be doing a stand-up paddleboard class for the 6 to 17-year-olds, as well as aquatic sports and games where they learn water safety and safety around water. And they will do water polo, they'll do water basketball, water volleyball, paddleboarding, and other stuff as well. So those are my programs that I plan right now.
For your program?
Yes.
How many people are actually signing up for your program?
So during the summer, I was able to have more staff. So we had about 330 overall participation for all my classes, which is more than double than we had the year before because we didn't have as much staff. But it fills up really quickly, and it's pretty much full every time that I offer any of the classes.
And these kids are from Kalihi, most of Kalihi Valley, like Camp 4, places of that nature?
Most of them do sign up, and if not after that, then other communities will sign up as well. We're technically the last choice for most of the other communities, because if they get their first choices, they'll stay in their community as much as possible.
So my question is, most of the participants are from our area.
Majority is. It's about 60% will be from our area, and then about the other 40 will be from a different.
And these are all the swim programs.
Yes, this is swim program.
And with that many people, with no showers or stuff for them, how?
So we do have 2 outdoor showers available. We do ask that everybody quickly rinse off, and everybody does comply with that. We do have the bathrooms right now, the park bathrooms right now, where people change, or they already change at home and they arrive. Because right now, unfortunately, our locker rooms are still closed.
That's what I'm saying. Our locker rooms, we have brand new locker rooms that they cannot use. Or because of the facade, you say the facade might fall. And that facade is keeping them from using the brand new bathrooms and showers with hot and cold running water, right?
Yeah, but sorry, we're just strictly talking about recreation stuff. We can go over that on another day. But yeah, right now we're just talking about our.
Well, I understand the programs you have, but most of the programs he's talking about are swimming programs. And most of the swimming programs, we're talking about for the the participants, 300 plus, to get into a place where they can shower and change their clothes, right?
They have access to that.
I thought it was closed off. I saw a big old wall around it.
No, they have. We do have outdoor restrooms that they can
I
change.
see one
and
that
they
you
have,
first,
yeah.
the first ones you come in, but we'll get to it later, but as of right now, our brand new bathrooms for the last 5 years are boarded up. That's all right, thank you for your swimming program. We'll move on to the next ones.
Okay.
It's in 5 minutes.
Okay, so for Kalihi Valley on the recreation side, we have for children's we got cultural games. That's for ages 6 to 12. That'll be on Mondays, 3:30 to 4:30. Oh, and then before all my programs, there's free play from 2:30 to 3:30 every day except Wednesdays. Wednesdays is 1:30 to 2:30. We go according to the kids' schedule. And then for the other programs, we also got 11 and under dodgeball. That'll be our city league as well. So they participate in that and they'll be able to enter our city leagues. That is on Wednesdays, 2:30 to 3:30. And then the place and time of the league is to be determined. And then we have also our 11 and under volleyball league that comes up, so we have that class as well. That'll be 3:30 to 4:30 Wednesday and Friday. Then we have beginner 11 and under disc golf. That'll be 3:30 to 4:30 on Thursdays. Beginner 11 and under pickleball. That's Tuesdays at 3:30 to 4:30. That's ages 8 to 12. Beginner 11 and under archery. Fridays 8 to 11 years old, 4:30 to 5:30. Then we got our teen programs. We got 15 and under basketball. That'll be 4:30 to 5:30 Monday, Wednesday. And 15 and under volleyball Wednesday, Friday. That's the ages 13 to 15, 3:30 to 4:30. Adult classes, we will have ceramics, which is going to be on Mondays. That'll be 18 plus years old and at 9:30 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. We have the adult beginner pickleball. That'll be on Tuesdays, 9:30 to 12 p.m. And then still trying to build up on the senior social club. So whoever is interested in senior social club, please come down. That'll be from 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. And with the social club, we're just gonna try to, the first couple of days, we're gonna try to communicate and see what kind of things that they're interested in. Yeah, that's Wednesdays, 9:30 to 12.
So again, all these classes are, you guys can look at it, they're on the flyer. Also, the classes are up on our website. Right now, their classes on pros are just viewable, so you won't be able to register. But on the 19th at 5 o'clock, you guys will be able to add it to your cart and sign up for the classes, enroll in the programs. We do also have our our Halloween event. We do have a yearly one. It's going to be at Kalihi Valley District Park. Right now it's set for October 23rd. We're still creating that flyer for that, but once we get the flyer, we can always give it out to the representative and they can hand it out to the rest of you guys. Because going forward, we may or may not be able to attend only because we're going to have program periods. So right now we're able to adjust to be able to come here because our program is kind of done. So this is our kind of our gap between our program period. Generally, during our program period, if we're able to adjust, we can come, but if not, we may not be able to come until maybe our program is done. But yeah, that's done.
My question, all these programs are up and running right now and you have participants in it? Because I've never seen these programs like pickleball or I know you don't have boxing or flag football, because that's when we went down to other parks. What's the park we went to?
Call June.
You know, they have everything. They have huge numbers of summer fun, pickleball, flag football, boxing. They have 2 boxing gyms. We saw our boxing gym, but our boxing gym is completely filthy. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to come over and help you clean it up. But, you know, I know you're in charge of that gym, but that gym is
But
really.
right now, the boxing gym is closed.
Yeah, I know it.
So that's why it's not for the public use right now because it's, so right
Is there
now.
any reason why?
The roof
There's a reason why it's closed, because it looks like it's in perfect condition, stuff is really dirty.
Well,
The
there's-
roofing and
Yeah, the
structure
leaking is
is
leaking,
still
so that's why there's a,
good condition.
yeah, so that's why the boxing gym is closed. But right now, we're just talking about the programs, and in terms of our programs, yes, all these programs do get filled up. The kids do come to the park for free play, and they do come to the park for swimming.
Yeah.
We do have adults for pickleball, so
And we often go to all the schools to bring the kids into our program.
We do have Clark Bright, who's the representative for the mayor. He
Ah.
has his hand up.
Oh, sure.
Clark, did you wanna add anything or?
Yes, hi. I wanted to just mention that I'm so proud of this parks team. I was able to attend the summer fun program that they put on. Kahi, thank you very, very much for all the work you guys did there. It was just incredible to see the joy that the kids had on their faces. Their performance was fabulous. The place was packed. So many parents were there to support, and kids of varying ages, all performing. It's obvious that you set up a great environment of education and performance and joy during that summer fun program. So my hat's off to you. Thank you. Congratulations. Great, great, great job. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then Mr. Llewellyn Maya.
Yeah, I'm working closely with Denny Higa,
Sure, yeah.
and we're trying to spearhead a community gym cleanup. I don't know if he told you about that or.
Yes, so you would
Okay,
have to work with him for that in terms
Oh,
of
okay,
like, yeah.
okay. So he's waiting for a date, and just kind of give you a heads up. That we chose Saturday, October 4th, for a community to all of us to come and help scrub whatever, clean the gym, which would be great because it'd be perfect timing before the Halloween event that you guys would. So just
Yes,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
So I'll work with Danny to see what we can work with access and everything.
Okay,
and supplies and
okay,
stuff.
okay, yeah, okay. Just give you the heads up, our
Right on.
plans.
Sure.
to
Thank you.
spearhead, Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you so much and for doing a great mini presentation.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You guys, if you guys wanna take any snacks on your way out.
Oh, thank you. We'll
And
leave
you'll have
them,
those presented to us, right? You'll
Or
leave
they're gonna
those?
be like.
yeah, so I'm gonna leave them by the refreshment, so if anybody's interested in taking registration for flyers,
You could pass me the schedule thingy.
Also,
Both black.
I can.
if you get a PDF file,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can plug that into our community.
Yeah, so what I'm
newsletter.
gonna do is, I can email all the flyers to,
The chair, yeah.
and then I also have access to Dana too.
Oh, perfect.
So I can send all these flyers. Not only that, there's also Kamehameha Community Park that's not here, and Kalihi Uka Community Park that's not here. There's a Kalihi Uka that, so those two flyers are also in there, and they have classes also similar to what Kahi's running. May vary a little bit, but generally the same. Yes.
If we wanted to use the park, do we need a permit?
Depends what it's for, like a picnic.
So we have committees, and we don't have access to the room all the time. So if we want to meet at like one of the parks, we're thinking the Kamehameha Park because that's a cover, right?
Yeah. So like any kind of like meeting or activity. Yeah, just you would just contact the director. So on there, Kamehameha Community Park, if you look on the Kamehameha Community Park, it says Janice Kakehi. So if you call that number and just ask, let her know like what it's for, how many people, the day, the time, and then maybe she can work something out to see what she has available for usage. Yes.
But you're over at the court park?
So right now, I did do permits for the court because the person who was in charge was assigned to somewhere else. His name was Chris Chun, but now he's back. So he actually takes care of the court.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
But yeah, the court, if you've been there, we had like a lot of like homeless issues. So like right now the restrooms are locked.
Oh,
To deter that. Any other questions?
No, but that was the main one.
Okay.
Because we're trying to find a secondary meeting place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just for our committee meeting.
Oh, like these ones?
Figure out the right
Small.
Oh, Mr. Rojas, can you hear us?
Yeah. I'm trying to do the raise hand, but I couldn't find it. But anyway, I have one question for them. So how do we create a program? Like for example, if you want to get the gym going, the boxing gym or some other things, how do we create the program? Because only today you're talking about program. So can I go off the subject a little bit? Since we're talking about program, how can we establish a program that we can bring out there for the community?
As an example, what would be like an example? Like boxing.
The boxing gym would have to be like fixed.
Yeah, so the roof would have once
Monthly project would have to.
be completed. So like once that is done, then we can kind of like go into discussion to see how we could open that up and to see if we do have any takers to possibly assist us with boxing. If that's what your main concern is. But in terms of like other programs, like say you wanted to do another sport that's really popular, we sometimes we have volunteers that come in to assist with. So we did have a volunteer to teach hula. So we did that last time.
Sir, I guess
something.
I guess my question is, how do we establish the program? Like, who do we go to? Is there a chain of command? Is there a process to do it?
You would contact the recreation director. So if it's at Kalihi Valley District Park, you would contact Kahi, and then you would say, "Oh, I'm interested in running a hula class. What would it take for me to run a hula class? I'm interested in volunteering my time." So then we would go through the process of hiring you as a volunteer. Oh, I want to be a staff. We can go and do like an interview process, and then we can go to the paperwork of hiring you to run the class, whatever class you're interested in, if that's what you're asking about.
Okay, so if we wanted to make that gym run again and be able to be utilized for the community, we gotta go to Kahi to ask for permission and do the whole process.
Are you specifically talking about boxing?
Only the boxing.
Or any kind of program that we want to establish in our community with the city and county parks.
Yeah. So like, yep. So like, you would just contact Kahi and then see what kind of, because it also depends on like equipment, depends on what kind of space would be required to do it. So all kinds of things like that. But yeah, I mean, if it's like a program that someone wants to volunteer for and that someone has knowledge in, like we did have a hula instructor, then yeah, we did have classes for.
We would just put you through a background check.
Yeah.
Before we have.
If you wanted to be a volunteer.
So when you contact me, I'm just gonna ask you for the details of what you're wanting to do, what type of activity you're trying to perform. And if we can square that away, like if it's something like we can do, then we can let you know. And then from there, we do the whole background check, and then it comes back to us, and then we can start with your classes.
Well, I guess the question is in general. The gym has been haven't been used for a long time, and my I guess what I'm trying to bring out is how do we be able to establish a boxing program or being so that the facility can be used for the community. We could do something together. So my question was, who is the point of contact? Who is the chain of command for us to get it going? So so from what I hear, it's Kahi. Is that confirmed?
So yeah, we just contact Kahi is the answer.
If it's the boxing gym only, because it seems like that's your main concern is the boxing gym. So the boxing gym, like I take care of recreation, so yes, the boxing gym would be under me. Okay. But as of right now, our boxing gym is closed, like to the public. So we have to wait on our maintenance side to get that all fixed. Right now, our roofing is not good right now.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what.
It's almost
going on. So the point is, the facility is not utilizable then because of the roof.
Yes.
Yeah, just the
Yes.
boxing gym.
Yeah, if you're talking about the boxing gym, yes.
Only the boxing
Simeon,
gym. Yeah.
Simeon, sorry, I have to cut you off now because it has been 5 minutes of your questioning. Because I do see Alan Kumlai also wanted to ask. Yes.
Quick question. Yeah, you talk about the boxing gym. You got timeline, or
Right
you know
now,
any
that's-
timeline on the repairs to the boxing
Right
gym,
now, we
or
don't.
any plan,
Right now,
even on plan,
Well,
or requisition to get the thing back up online?
I could answer that. So, Northeastern handles the, Northeastern, right, is her name?
Laura Thielen.
Northeastern
Yeah.
handles all the parks. And she sent it off to the building and architecture place, so she turned it over to them, and they're working on it right now. They didn't have a specific timeline, because they still need the funding and everything, but it is, being worked on. We still need to get her here to give us an update.
Okay.
But how
We're trying
it worked out, there's no progress. It doesn't make sense. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I try real quick? So, to answer your question, Simeon, me and Randy went there. We walked to the boxing gym. It's not safe for the kids. So what they're saying is that the roof gotta be fixed first. Be safe for the kids to be there and enjoy boxing. All that gotta happen before you establish your program. So just letting you know that there's no boxing until it's safe for the kids. No.
Timeline is
Got it.
a
Yeah.
year.
Also, it also affects the whole environment, the whole gym, because it's the roof, correct?
Yes.
So therefore, it shouldn't be utilized at all. The whole gym.
well, in terms of the rest of the gym, it doesn't really affect the rest of the gym. So that's why we're able to have classes, basketball, volleyball, pickleball, the summer fun program in the rest of the gym.
So that
So,
means
yeah.
if it's what's the hold up on the roof then? If
Sorry,
it's-
we're just talking about recreation programs right now. In terms of that, we don't have the answers to that. So right now, we're just talking about
Got you.
programs in general.
All right.
So in terms of timeline, yeah, we can't answer that question because that's something, right now, we're talking about only our programs that we're offering right now, fall and our Halloween program.
Let's move on to the next. Sorry.
Yep, no problem. We're still on committee concerns, if anyone was wondering on the agenda. So thank you so much for being here to do a little presentation of that. Any questions, or sorry, community concerns,
Sure.
online or in person? Yeah, you guys can.
Oh, no.
Thank you. You guys did a good job. Thank you.
But yeah, online or in person, are there any residents and community concerns at this time? You can come up here or raise your hand. But if not, we can move on to the presentation. Is Madison Sim online? Yes. So we'll move on to another presentation now for Project Dana on Kupuna services that they provide.
Yes. Is it possible for me to share my screen?
Yes. Yes, you should be able to.
Okay, let me just share it right now.
Well, you would have to do it, but at the bottom of your WebEx, yeah.
Okay.
No problem. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes.
Blow it up.
There we go.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for some time to speak to the Kalihi Neighborhood Board. I actually live in the Liha area. So this is really interesting to be able to listen to all the different community concerns that are out there. So my name is Madison Sim. I'm with Project Dana. We're a nonprofit organization here in Hawaii that services kupunas and their caregivers. We were founded in 1989. So we're 36 years old this year, and we're founded in the Mo'ili'ili Honganji Temple. However, we are not a religious affiliated organization. Our mission is to provide compassionate support and services to Hawaii's kupuna and their caregivers. And we hope to see that every kupuna and their caregiver has the support that they need to maintain their dignity and independence as they age in place, wherever that may be. So living in Hawaii, we understand that the cost of having one-on-one care, especially as a caregiver, can be very, very expensive. So our organization, regardless of your income bracket or your insurance type, we try to provide free social and support services for kupuna. And that refers to anybody 55 and older. So one of our two major services that we offer is the Caring for the Caregiver program. 1 in 6 adults in Hawaii is currently a caregiver to a kupuna at home, taking care of somebody 60 and older living in their residence. So our program does public presentations twice a month, one at the Hompa Honganji, which is on the Pali, and one in Waipahu Honganji. We also do support groups for those who qualify for our program through the REACH program, which is done through the Elderly Office on Aging. And that program actually helps caregivers receive counseling, training, and support group services. We also offer social and support services for our kupuna. So those are things that include tasks such as errands, shopping, like grocery shopping, light housekeeping, like if you need help dusting or just moving light items to the side. We also do perform respite care as well as transportation for those who need it, as well as friendly visits and compassionate phone calls, which is our biggest service. So all of our services are 100% free for recipients to receive with no stipulations. You just have to apply for the service. The only catch is because the services are free, it's because we recruit volunteers in the community who want to do a little bit of good in their own free time. So I highly encourage, as the neighborhood board, if you're somebody who wants to give back to kupuna in your neighborhood, it's very, very simple to sign up as a volunteer, and there's no minimal requirements as a volunteer to do so many hours of service. It's help a kupuna in your neighborhood when you have the time. And I just wanted to keep tonight short. So this is our contact information. If you have any other questions, please feel free to check our website, email us directly at the info@projectdana.org, or just call our office to get more information on how to be a volunteer or receive services.
Are there any questions? Oh, Mr. Sun.
For your volunteers, is there a background check that you do?
We do a background check on our volunteers, but not our recipients. We just put our recipients through a screening when we're when they apply for services, especially over the phone. We screen them over the phone, but all volunteers need to go through a background check.
And how many volunteers are you short?
Oh my goodness. There is always going to be a shortage, unfortunately, just because of the vast amount of kupuna and the aging amount of kupuna here in Hawaii, because we're so fortunate, to have a lot of multi-generational homes here. We probably, the need is always going to be growing. I would want to say we have about 200 volunteers actively signed up. However, because of the way that we have structured our program to be help when you can help, to reduce any stress on our volunteers, it can be difficult for us to fulfill a lot of the needs that are out there.
So I guess your from us is to help you find volunteers.
We would love that, or just also education, to know that there are resources out there. I know a lot of families, especially in the area that I live in multi-generational homes, and maybe, they're caregivers for their parents, their aunties, uncles, grandparents, and they don't even know that there's free services out there. And maybe they don't have time to reach out, to the Elderly Affairs Division to find out what's out there, especially when they're in that time of crisis of going into becoming a sudden caregiver.
And what is the youngest age for a volunteer?
The youngest age for a volunteer is 18 years old. We do speak with the hostess camps at the different DOE schools, and we encourage the students to volunteer and do their internship hours through Project Dana. However, because of our age restriction on 18 years old, we encourage them to do it as a family affair. Go take auntie, uncle who lives down the street out with you and your family to go do an excursion.
Okay.
So your questions?
That was all my questions.
Other questions from the board, online or in person? Any questions from the community, online or in person? Okay, seeing and hearing none, but thank you so much, Madison. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Up next is city elected officials, Mayor Rick Langiardi, Representative Bandmaster Clark Bright.
Aloha, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Aloha. Thanks again. So I wanted to start off by highlighting the mayor's newsletter. The first point is the city makes major land acquisition on South Baratania to support future HPD operations. Also, the mayor announces additions to the city leadership team, including a new assistant zoo director. And demolition begins at 1615 Alawai Boulevard as the city prepares to build a new affordable housing complex on the property. The new massive solar canopy is coming to Alawai Golf Course parking lot, keeping the cars cool and powering the clubhouse. And finally, the members of the Honolulu Youth Commission discuss a wide range of topics with the mayor during the meeting in July. I did put a link to the newsletter in the chat if you want to see it. I'm going to follow up on a couple of just one department issue from the previous meeting. There was a request to take a look at an overgrown tree blocking a street light, 1605 Violet Street. So on July 11th, the Department of Parks and Recreation's Division of Urban Forestry, an arborist investigated the concern of the overgrown tree. Come to find out, Violet Street is a private roadway. Therefore, maintenance and responsibility rests with the private property owner and not with the city. That's all I have, Chair. Open for questions.
Thank you so much. Are there any questions from the board, online or in person? Just very quick. Oh,
Simeon want to go first?
Simeon, did you want to go first?
Yeah, I would like to go first.
Okay, Mr. Rojas.
Good evening, sir. Okay, so if it's a private road and it's impeding the the people who goes through the road, how do we fix that issue? Because if yeah.
So again, the maintenance is the responsibility of the private property owner. So they are the ones that need to be contacted to fix that
correct.
Yeah, the overgrown trees, the private property owner.
So what happened if they cannot afford to do it because it's such a big, expense or whatsoever? But it's impeding the people that, if they say, let's say for example they're on top of the road, and then, people gotta go below the road, just to pass by, and it's very dangerous for those trees whenever something happens, and it's gonna get bigger and bigger, and then it's gonna just create a chaos. So is there a way that the community can, or we gotta ask for volunteers to cut it down or help them out, or is there anything out there that can help them?
Presently, I am unaware of that situation. I do know it would still have to go through the private property owner.
Okay, got it. And then, is there any way we can help the community rather than just putting it on the property owner itself?
We presently don't have, I am not aware of anything that the community has to offer for that, but I can check into it if there is something, but I do believe, again, it still needs to go through the private property owner.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. I also saw May's hand just raised up.
May.
Okay.
She's online.
May?
Yes, hi. Thank you. With regards to the Violet Street issue, how many people are living there, if I can ask?
We presently do not
I kind of know the answer, but I want to know.
Yeah, we do not know how many people live there.
Okay, this is what we used to do. We write a petition, have all the residents sign it. Simeon, are you listening? Have all the residents sign the petition, provide that to your representative or your council member, and
Okay.
then your council member or your representative has to request it to the city to do it, and they will do it.
Oh, thank you
It
so.
happened so many times in the past.
Thank you very much. We don't want the whole street or the whole next street over to fight over a tree.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. So it can be done.
Okay.
You know.
So council and petition to the council, just to repeat it, and also the House of Representative in our district, right?
Correct.
Correct.
And your senator.
And the senator.
You can, yeah, you can get all of them to get involved.
Thanks very much, mate, for that information.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm so sorry, Lynn. Are you available for any kind of
I
addition
am.
on this comment?
I am. Thank you, Madam Master.
Yeah.
Hi, Simeon.
Hi.
Mohammed. Our office did put in a request and got the same response that got back, that it's a private matter. The other thing that we could do is if someone can send me photos, it would be very helpful. And then we can ask for an inspection that would likely result in a notice of violation, and that's involving, so that inspection would happen through the Department of Planning and Permitting. If you're thinking of doing something that you don't want the homeowner to incur a notice of violation, then go knock on the door.
I did.
Say,
That's the
yeah.
problem. Nobody wants to fix it, But then again, there's a lot of people that goes through it. And remember, Kalihi Valley, there's so many private roads, and it's not just that one road. It has many other roads that needs to be addressed in that same situation.
Sure.
So now that we know that we gotta create a petition through
Well, I don't know that that's accurate anymore. I don't know that it's accurate for the city. That's what I'm telling. We put in a request, and they say that even if you had a petition, I don't believe that the Department of Urban Forestry is going to say anything different. I do believe that you can just petition me here tonight and ask the council member's office put in a request for inspection of the tree, and because it's causing a hazard in the community,
yes,
then we would very likely be able to get the Department of Planning and Permitting over there, and then they would issue something that said they need to trim their tree.
Got it.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Beckett?
Just really quickly, Simeon, because this came up before on another private road. If it's a private road, the owner have to fix it. The way you going, they will issue a notice of violation to the homeowner, which means that the city will go out and correct it, but they will find the homeowner or cite them and make them responsible for it. If the city cleans it up, then you're gonna have to pay the city because it's a private tree. So what you want to do, if you want to go over there and knock on the door and get somebody to go cut their grass and cut their tree for them, then that's you doing it, and that's the liability of you and the owner there. But if the city respond, they are going to fine that owner and for that tree because the owner let the tree overgrow. City doesn't cut free stuff for free on private property. So it's not going to help. We already had this before at the board. But if you want to issue a complaint against her, you can just issue a complaint. They will send a notice of correction over there, and they will find the owner down the road. And if they're forced to cut the tree, they will charge that owner for that cutting.
Yeah, the only problem, they don't have money to do that. That's the thing.
But Simeon, they won't do it for free. You have to go do it yourself if you want it done.
We want the community together, so that way we don't create problems in our community. We want to fix something, and we don't create violence in our community. And that's the problem here in our Kalihi district, is because if somebody don't want to do something right, and then we try to help them, or nobody wants to help them, then it becomes a chaos. That's what I see.
But Simeon, this is Lynn. Wait, have you been able to have a conversation with the property owner?
I don't have no money to do it.
Okay,
My
so
mom
would
told,
you prefer?
yeah.
Do you? I've not seen the tree. I've only had the conversation. Does it look like something that a lay person, that a couple of you with a chainsaw can go over and just do, or does it look like something that an arborist needs to take care of?
Yep. It's big. It's big.
Yeah,
So
Lynn.
I just would like some more direction from you folks about whether or not you'd
Take a
like me to
photo.
put in.
Yeah. So Lynn, I can send you a photo of it. I think it would need some
Okay.
professional assistance. Yeah.
The reason why I bring this up because it's not the only one tree. There's many around this area, and the same issue because of the private road situation. That's the main issue. But then if there's
Yeah,
a way,
of course, we can all understand that if we have trees, whatever's on our property, when we buy a property, we know that we're responsible for, right?
Yep.
And then so you just don't let it to get to that place. And I don't mean to be finger pointing, but I'm just saying that there's not going to be a different world where you're not responsible for your own foliage on your own property.
Yep.
So
Well, they let it overgrown, and it affects the people who's traveling back and forth on the road. The branches falls on the road, we pick it up. And then what happens? Yeah,
so this is just I'm gonna want to articulate for clarity. Would you prefer that I hold off on having the Department of Planning and Permitting do an inspection of the property that will likely result in them incurring a notice of violation and a window for compliance before it goes into fines? Would you like to try to help get the community together to help them first?
Yes.
Or would you? Okay.
Mr. Ross, this is Sir Franklin had other questions too.
For Bandmaster.
For Bandmaster Clark.
Yes.
Yes. So Mr. Franklin.
Yes, sir, Bandmaster Clark. I'm asking a question about work orders. What is the time frame for the mayor on work orders? Because it seems like everyone telling us they got work orders, but they go 2, 3, 4 years. It's kind of like the work order for the roof of the gym. That's been going on like 4 to 5 years now. And I don't understand us not completing that work order. I mean, we don't have enough money to do the gym top, but we're building a brand new stadium. So I'm trying to figure out why we don't have enough money to do a local gym so we can utilize the full gym. And how long do the mayor, because the mayor is in charge of all of the departments, how long do he let a work order stand before that work order has to be completed?
Yeah, thank you for that. I can certainly understand that some requests do take a lot longer than others. Each work order varies according to what the request is, how many people it involves, what department it involves. So they would vary from a short period of time to a long period of time. If there is a specific request, I can try to at least request them to take a look at how long this will take or what the situation is, so we can get back to you. But the work orders do vary. It just depends on what it is.
Yeah, the work order is for the Kalihi District Gym, the roof, and the facade, because it's going on almost 5 years that they have not completed that work order, and we can't use the bathrooms because of the facade. We can't box because of the roof. And the question with the roof is simple. Is the roof so damaged that it needs to be condemned, which means the whole gym got to be condemned, or is the roof just leaking in where we box at? So apparently it's not that bad because we still got kids and everybody running around in the gym.
Thank you for that. Yeah, we can inquire as to where that is presently. Thank you for that.
I have this is Lynn. I have a follow up on our site visit, board member something. So that involves all of the many improvements, just that we put in a request for status reports for all of that. So I just don't want Bandmaster and I to be piggybacking both of us doing the work. So council member has submitted a letter to the department and design, but I'll let you finish your report.
No, that's fine. Thank you, Lynn. That's a quick answer, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I actually have a resident complaint from Charlene. Camforth Road Deli, they don't put out their own rubbish can, and it's led to people throwing white trash in front of the resident's home on the same street. So it's a complaint, but I'm just wondering if there's any answer for her. I can relay
We
back.
can certainly look into that. Do you have the name again?
Her name is Charlene. She didn't give me a spelling, but Charlene. Just give the first name. Yeah. But
And
Camforth
do we have
Deli. Oh, sorry.
and do we have an address?
I do. I wanted to keep it private, but
Oh, that's fine. You can send it to us.
okay, well, I'll send it. Yeah, I'll do that instead. That way, I just wanted to make a note. I don't want people's address to be announced just because these videos are public.
No, absolutely.
And
In fact, maybe we can.
find it, I don't want people to get doxxed.
No, I thoroughly understand. Maybe we can have our neighborhood assistant assist with that. They can send it to me through notes, and then we can check into it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any questions?
If those kind of event happens, for example, do we call the police for that, or who should we address this to?
Mr. Oh,
I'm sorry, what was that?
Yes. My question is, if those kind of situation happens, like there was a lot of incidents before where people throw just, they throw the garbage on the side and they don't care, and then it just compile to a part where it's like just disgusting. Do we call the police for that, or do we call a specific agency to report that? How do we fix that? I know it's on the city street.
Right. I think you can call the Department of Environmental Services for at least some assistance. They're the ones that take care of the trash pickup, etc. If it's anything breaking the law, then I think you can call HPD for sure for that.
Would that be considered as breaking the law for littering, or that's gotta go to one environmental?
Yeah, I think you could probably inquire with HPD if that is, and then they could assist with that. But I would also go to the Environmental Services Department because it is dealing with trash.
Okay.
Thank you. Are there any questions from the city, from the community, online or in person? Seeing and hearing none, I do want to thank you, Bandmaster Clark Bright, and have a good evening.
Thank you. You too. Aloha.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Up next is Councilmember Tyler Dos Santos Tam, Constituent Service Director Lynn Robinson.
Aloha, Chair. Aloha, board members and community members. This is Lynn Robinson for Councilmember Dos Santos Tam. Firstly, I want to congratulate everyone on their very, very successful Kalihi stream cleanup. Great job, everybody. That was, I saw photos and I heard from council member that you had not only a great turnout, but, hundreds of pounds of trash and tires and all of that. So hats off to you. Great job. I'm going to follow up about, so we did, the board went with me to Kalihi Valley District Park. And did a walkthrough, a site visit, where we found that many of the outstanding issues are still outstanding, to include the termite damage on the floors, to include the roof, to include the newly renovated locker rooms not being completed, and also now there's other issues with some termite damage with in the facade of the building that's complicating things. It doesn't have to be that complicated, but it's for now deemed unsafe to go into the newly renovated locker rooms because the facade above it, that is simply a facade, it's not structural, has not been removed and could injure people, that might be walking by. So there's a couple things. So all of these things, to include the grading that's up on the second floor, that would be like a mitigation so that critters don't get in and out. That's rusted and disintegrated. All of the things that we observed and all of the things that we've asked about before all went into a letter to the Department of Design and Construction to ask for status updates on each of those improvements. Some of them were already put in by the parks supervisor, but we have been tracking this for a while, so we're really trying to get answers, like we talked about why it's taking so long. I may have just a few moments ago, because I went back into my office email, I may have just seen pictures of the completed floors in the locker room. But I asked for clarification because we have newly renovated bathrooms that are kind of as you approach the pool area, and then at the closer to the field are the men's and women's locker rooms, which are two different issues. But I'm feeling pretty hopeful that those bathroom floors now have been completed. I had an extensive conversation with Director Thielen about all of this, and she knows that she will be CC'd in this letter with all of the updates and be able to weigh in where she can. The other kind of good news is built into the budget for this year was appropriations for each of the council districts to have, it's a random number, but it's $277,000 that would be appropriated for parks. And Councilmember Dos Santos Tam has decided that he is going to dedicate that entire appropriation to Kalihi Valley Park. So thank you for the applause, and I'm excited about it too. We won't get too much ahead of ourselves because we know how government works, but I now have had an extensive conversation with the Parks Director, Thielen's assistant, her administrative assistant, who also sent me the pictures of the locker room floor. So they're tracking, they're being communicative, and we're going to get updates. But she now knows that that's the full intent for that appropriation. So please bear with me while we wait to get those answers back. But this isn't going away, and we will continue to stay on top of it. Oh, other good news that there was already an appropriation and a work order to redo the ADA ramps that are over there, and that was completed. They look beautiful. Mm-hmm. So better things coming for over there, and we'll continue to stay on top of it. Again, I want to thank the neighborhood board members for your advocacy and for coming to that site visit. And I know it's making a difference. I just want you to know that. Does anyone have any questions on that?
Mr. Lualemaga?
Yeah, Lynn, the fans that we requested, the 4 industrial fans for the gym, that's being part of that as well?
I can follow up on that, but Kyle at the park said that they had already put in that request. So let me circle back with Kyle, okay?
Thank you.
Yes, you bet.
Mr. Rojas? Sorry.
So, this is James. 2 different questions. Is it possible to get, I know Lauren Thielen said that she'd be willing to come and talk to us. Could you ask her to come and present to us on the updates?
I can, but I will tell you that that she only knows what the Department of Design and Construction knows. So yeah, I think it might be a better use of everyone's time to ask for a presentation from the Department of Design and Construction, unless you want her to advocate for additional improvements or something.
Well, either one. She said it depends on where we are in the conversation, because I talked to her at Meet the Mayor. So, and I know they're going to do this through Zoom like how you do. So maybe the construction people would be good, but just so we have a timeline, right? Because that's what everyone's looking at.
Yep, that's what we asked. That's what we asked for too. So That's entirely up to you folks if you want to put that on your agenda.
I'll leave it up to the chair on that. And then the second thing, we're doing a tour of, what we're doing, Salvation Army. And we would like a council member, to join us. It'll be August 30th at 8 a.m. And it's not just gonna be our neighborhood board, but Kalihi Palama is also gonna be attending. So we're working joint.
What is the what's the purpose of the site visit?
We're meeting them to see, well, who they are, what they do, and how we're able to help them, and vice versa, right? They wanna know who we are, what we do, and how they're able to assist us. Past Monday, Donna Mercado Kim got a whole bunch of people together and nonprofits together to help and work within the Kalihi area in general. And so we're working on this from 2 points of view. So once Kalihi Palama is going to be working on crime and people who are at risk, and then we're trying to get people in the Kalihi Valley, we're going to try and get people more resources and how to do more uplifting and getting them out of like Section 8 and out of the low income housing and working with the businesses. How we gonna relook at Kalihi in general with all the gentrification that's coming down after the rail comes through. So we're trying to get ahead of everything before it gets to that point.
Got it.
So we want the Santos Sams to be working with him. And Cordero is also being asked the same question.
Just to attend the site visit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you already send a request or no?
I haven't yet. Amanda Yabanese is going to be sending for Cordero.
Okay. Well, I can take this back to council member and our scheduler, but I don't. Did you want to send some kind of formal request or no? I mean, like with more information.
Yeah, I'll send him something, but you can give him a heads up.
For sure, I will.
Thank you.
You bet.
Okay, Mr. Franklin?
Glenn, I just want to say thank you and the councilman for all of the new parking signs on Kalihi Boulevard. The parking signs we want to update, they're all brand new, and I guess they just put them in. All the way up and down the street, and all the new signs and for the streets and stuff, they put them in today. So thank you and the councilman very much for getting it done for us.
No way, that's fantastic. I'm so glad to hear that. You know that I think I tell you guys over and over again, unless we go drive through to all of these places where we make all of these requests, there is not a process within the city that they can't get back to us and say we did it. So we need to hear back from you folks. So great news, and I'll pass that along to council member. Thank goodness. We still have some road striping that Chris. Maybe they're focused now. Maybe they're focused on the area. We've got that finally coming too. That would be fantastic. Yeah. So I want to follow up on the RPZs that are coming. That's now the actual rollout. So when the permits are not going to be valid has been moved to the first of the year. But there's you're able to register for the permits now, and there's a link in council members newsletter. I've put the link to the newsletters in the chat. But there were two we've done in the last week and a half, 2 pop-ups at Kalihi Valley District Park, and did every door mailers and put up banners to get folks that might need some assistance with registering over there. So the Department of Transportation Services has been partnering with us, and I heard that it was quite a successful event. I also heard that that board member Kumalai was a great help, and that there's going to be some additional banners going up with his help at some other locations where homeowners are allowing for banners to be hung. So as promised, we're rolling this out really, really slow and not letting anybody get caught off guard and trying to educate anyone, everyone as best that we can. So, again, that's coming first of the year. And thank you again to Board Member Kumulai. There'll be more pop-ups that are coming in November and December. So if anyone asks, of course, you can always have them give me a call and I'll put all that information in the chat. But there is a website now, and the website is very valuable. And yeah, so that's that. I'm sure you may have seen in the news that we have a business improvement district in the works. There's downtown business owners that are working together to do something similar to what they have in Waikiki. And the goal and outcome is just to have them collaboratively set up this business improvement district, which comes with some additional taxes that only those business owners will pay. That will go into a fund that will, again, like Waikiki may have private security, power washing, may even have outreach services for home. It's not all been decided yet, and it hasn't made it all the way through the council yet, but it's something to watch and something that we should be very excited about so that we can get things cleaner and safer, especially in the Chinatown downtown area, and get everybody, get that positive activity going down there, get it smelling nice, make it safe. So, and then I'm reiterating that while I was also going to report on the 1603 Violet Street tree, I am going to hold off on any asking for any inspection over there so you folks can see if you might be able to help those homeowners. I'm going to say, whatever you do, do it safely, please, because we see that there are quite a few of these trees that the homeowners have let go for a really long time. And I don't know that all of us have the proper equipment or safety standards to be able to tackle that. So just something to keep in mind. And I think that's all I have.
And then Mr. Luleman.
Yeah, sorry, Lynn, real quick. I'm working really close with Denny Higa. I don't know if you heard when the Park and Recreation is here. We're spearheading a project to scrub the walls in the gym.
Oh yeah, good. I'm glad you guys connected.
He needs a date, so we chose Saturday, October 4th, from 8:00 a.m. to about 11, just to kind of put on council members' calendar. And basically, we're just gonna go in and see if we can scrub the walls and as high as we can go to try to clean it, make it a little bit better for the kids. So just letting you know the project that and then I'll work with my committee to come up with a flyer so we can send it out to those and the people in the community that can come in and help support that cleanup in the gym.
That's so fantastic. And please send me the flyer as soon as you have it, and we'll maybe make it like, if you can, we can share it on social media, and if it's soon enough, we can get it into the September newsletter.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Okay. So we will be moving on to the next agenda. I do want to thank you, Lynn, and have a good evening.
Thanks so much. My pleasure.
Thank you. Up next is state and federal elected officials, Governor Josh Green representative, if we have one. I don't think we do. And we can put a table in case they do come back. I don't think, do we have anyone from fire? Right there? No, right?
No, but Representative Hussey and Representative Congressman. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yes. And we have Congressman Ed Case very end. But we will move on to Senator Donna Mercado Kim's office. Representative Kathy Mee, I believe is here. Senator, right. Okay. Hello, yes, it's your turn.
I'll keep it short. Oh, Thank you, everyone. So I'm here in place of Senator Kim. Today, she actually had a WAM site visit. She went to Kauai. So that's why she wasn't able to make it today. She would like to thank everyone who showed up for the Kalihi informational meeting on Monday. Chair Tumbaga, Board Member Sung, Member Kumalai, and Member Lua Limaga. So thank you. And then also members of the community who were also there as well. So we have some good news, right? We have the speed limit change at Liki and School Street, which went into effect today, which Board Member Franklin has confirmed that he saw the signs that went up.
Yes.
So the speed limit change has gone from 25 to 35, so that's good. Board Member Franklin had also brought up Laumai Street about the rubbish spilling onto the public sidewalk. And so that we've been our office was actually keeping track of that. And last month we went on a site visit and we were happy to see that the owner fenced it up. So it's no longer spilling onto the sidewalk. So I think that is very good progress. Last thing we want to bring up is Kalihi Elementary. So that was addressed in the previous meeting. What's going forward now is that Senator Kim is in the process of meeting with Principal Uchida and Kaz Mahoy, Complex Area Supervisor Rochelle Mahoy. And so a few community members will also be joining. This is primarily about the access to the stream being cut off. And so Senator said if anybody is passionate and feel that they have something to contribute, please reach out to my office because she would like them to be in attendance for the meeting. And then lastly, Senator Kim will be attending Mass on Sunday as part of Our Lady of the Mount Church's 155th anniversary. So I know community member Rohati was the one that brought that up in I think the previous meeting. So she is looking forward to joining the Kalihi community to celebrate that special anniversary. So I am open to any questions right now.
Questions from the board, Mr. Franklin?
No, I just want to thank you and Senator Councilman Tam for getting rid of the speed trap on Liki, and we got rid of it. And now that not only for our residents, for the residents coming down Liki and getting all them 5,000 tickets. So we appreciate both you joining in and getting this done, helping the board getting that done.
And kudos to yourself, the board too, because I know Board Member Kumalai and I believe Mr. Rojas, right, was on the news about the speed limit. So once again, community in action. Kind of going with the theme from Senator Kim's informational meeting on Monday is joining together, and her whole purpose for the meeting was about educating, finding out what resources were available, and then using the neighborhood board as well as connecting with you guys with the resources so that residents can come, because at this point we're here at the neighborhood board like the elected officials, Senator Kim, council member. However, the neighborhood board is kind of the closest thing for government to many residents, and so this was a good opportunity on Monday to kind of connect everyone, introduce the services. So I thought it went pretty well, so learned a lot myself.
Mr. Song?
So after that, we did reach out to Salvation Army,
Okay.
Adults Friends for Youth, and a couple other nonprofits.
Good.
We're scheduling visits to other nonprofits.
Okay.
So our first one is August 30th, 8 to 10.
Mhm.
Senator Kim is receiving an invitation to join us. We're also inviting all the stakeholders in this area to join us. And someone just took this idea. I made a phone call and I scheduled it, but someone else was like, oh, we should invite this person, call the news and call the newspapers and all that stuff too.
So when you say Salvation Army, what specific site are you visiting? Sorry if I missed that in the previous one.
I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Across Aloha anyway.
Yeah, that's the one I'm assuming too.
Lily.
Wherever, what's his name works at, Zachary works at.
Oh, the intake coordinator.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think his might be different.
Eagle Lake?
Or I think so. I mean, I have to double check.
Headquarters.
Yeah, well, what's going on now is I had to contact different places. So I know Kaulu Velacor is has different administration, but maybe he is organizing it because they're the Zachary, Mr. Bennett is the intake coordinator for the Adult Rehabilitation Center. So I believe that one might be different, but yeah, best to that would be helpful to get a confirmation, Mr.
Yeah,
Song, on
so
the
I'll get
location.
that and we'll coordinate with you. So we are working on that. So
Okay.
we'll keep your office informed with all our state visits that we do.
Great.
And let you know what's going on. I'm trying to form a committee. But we're working together with Kalihi Palama, so we're working as one instead of two separate neighborhood boards, because it's all Kalihi.
Yep.
So, that took some effort, to do, but I got the trust from Kalihi Palama now, so, we'll work on that.
Yeah, Chair Ibanez was at the meeting as well, so it's, you guys have two different, Kalihi Valley, Kalihi Palama, but you guys are all one, right? So
Yeah.
it's all Kalihi, so it's good that the two boards are working together. It's nice to see the interaction, so.
Yeah, it
that's
was
good.
all that started from one little conversation we had, right? So, good relationship we're building.
Any more questions from the board, online or in person, or community members online or in person? Dana.
Yeah, I just had a question.
Yes, Mr.
Seemed like at that meeting, there was more state people, and the city wasn't that much there. Is that on purpose, or was that, how did that come about?
Well, see, a lot of the services that we run in, like for example, DHS, Department of Human Services, one of the things that we went to DHS for was because two of the concerns got brought up, I think particularly this board meeting, was for HPHA. And then also the youth issues, which was under Office of Youth Services, and those are both under DHS. So it wasn't purposely not having a city, it's just of the kind of resources that we were picking through, we wanted to get the ones that were most, most relevant to the topics that were brought up to us. But that's definitely something in the future, like for city agencies, that we can look into.
That's kind of what I noticed that on Monday was that there's city people from the offices, but not actual city.
Yeah, Councilmember Cordero, she did have a representative there. Yes, and so she does a lot of initiatives on her own, right, as does Councilmember Dos Santos Tam. But it's just in this particular, when we were putting it together, also Senator was very, wanted to make sure that because it was only 2 hours, that we brought a lot of people, but it was people who were relevant to the topic. So that's why for representing the city was HPD, and HPD actually had a pretty big team because you had, I think, 5 of them, and one was from PAL, the Police Athletic League, a few were from Explorers, then you had Major Arquero, who is the Kalihi Major, and then you had
Jose.
Sergeant Martinez, who is the Kalihi Community Policing. So we tried to, it wasn't necessarily to city versus state, it was what we were looking at was like, what were the issues that were brought up.
I got one last question.
Oh, Mr.
Oh,
Franklin.
go ahead.
Oh, did Simeon have his hand up?
One last question, are they gonna have any meetings on our disaster response? Cause that tsunaami was a cluster.
So
it was a mess.
Yeah, so actually that's a good point because in the community report that I distributed, so Senator Kim actually wrote kind of an op-ed about the tsunami that alert from July 29th. So she herself was actually stuck in traffic actually. I was lucky enough not to be, but she was. So one of the things that she was looking into, which is on here, is that she's gonna be looking to introduce a resolution to have the state and potentially the city, the stakeholders get involved to look at stuff. What she was thinking is, especially the work release, looking at instead of just mass releasing people at the same time, because it makes no sense for mass relief and everyone's stuck on the freeway, right? So it's kind of looking at
They couldn't even clear the beach.
Yeah.
People, they was telling people tsunami coming, people just laughed at them and stayed in the water. That's crazy. And they had 8 hours of response.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, are they gonna mobilize the fire and the police department? No, they didn't do that either, because I want you to know as a replacement, once something hit, you will never get us to come to work because we have our own families.
That's true.
And I am not gonna leave my family to go help you if I get hit with a hurricane or something. So I know they save millions of dollars by not mobilizing, but it gave them 8 hours to mobilize the fire and the police to call them in. But because when we had our disasters in LA, you couldn't get them in. And then when a policeman saw something going on, they would stop and direct traffic, but you're not at the command post.
Yeah.
And no one told you to do it. So I was like, We had 8 hours of the sirens going off, but did they mobilize the police? No. Did they mobilize the fire department? No. Could they clear a beach? No. Was everybody stuck in traffic? The worst thing to be in your car during a tsunami, where you can just float on out to the ocean? It was all crazy. I was like, this is, and we had the same thing with the missiles. When they had the missile attack, I just stayed at home. People was running hiding in sewers. They was doing all kind of crazy stuff. We just barely lucked out. We gonna, you just can't keep barely escaping and then going on the news saying, we're gonna do something, and then when you get hit, you're completely unprepared for things.
No, so, sorry, Mr. Frank, I agree with,
No, I'm sorry.
everything that you said, I agree with. That's another thing that Senator was talking about is the, traffic control at major gridlock areas. So, I mean, she saw the videos of like, all the people stuck where it took like 2 hours to go around the block. I mean, even around the Capitol area, it took, you come out from the Miller Street exit onto Punch Bowl, and then the freeway's all backed up, so you try to turn around and go around the block to come back to the Capitol, and that took,
No, they were all in their cars doing tsunami, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, all the apartment complexes and the hotel have a tsunami plan. I mean, but they have to submit to the city. So when you have a tsunami, they'll know what their residents and people can do. You're going up to what floor, what you're gonna do. And it's free for the city. Just have them submit the plan that if we get hit with a tsunami, you have a plan in place. All the stuff we did, I mean, when I used to do that, all the stuff you did for that. And some people you're not gonna save. Like when we had the fires in LA, you couldn't save them. They won't get out their house. We're not going back in when the fire come here. You have to just run through the fire and hope you get out. But that's, I was just looking at that. But
so
frankly, it's a Hawaiian style.
yeah, that's what happened in Maui. In Lahaina, it was the Hawaii style. People went back to try to stop a fire with a water hose. They didn't make it out. You have to plan for stuff. And I don't understand the concept of what the city's doing, because the city has the best thing I've ever seen. You have 34 neighborhood boards, 330 free volunteers that you are not using. It is just unbelievable you're not using these volunteers, because each board already has a structure. They already have, you give them a satellite uplink. If you get hit with a Category 5 hurricane or something, your neighborhood board, 330 free eyes and ears for you in every neighborhood to let you know where to send supplies to. You don't send it to damaged areas, you keep it for other areas.
Yeah.
But that's another thing.
Do you have another question, Mary?
No, I'm done.
Okay.
I just didn't know.
So I didn't let you know to wrap up because I was almost the 5 minutes. But thank you. Was there other questions though?
I just wanted to comment, Catherine, thank you guys. Are you guys the ones that coordinate the inmates, that work detail along Likiliki? They come and cut the grass, but they come so regularly and they do such an excellent job.
I'm actually not familiar too much with Department of Corrections and their procedures, but I can find out. So you're talking about
But I just want to commend them because they come like clockwork, and Likiliki always looks very nicely landscaped, very pristine, and appreciate those guys that come out. Hopefully, it helps them transition back into society.
I don't think they're a prison anymore. They stopped that because they're not union workers.
No, but they look like we still see them. They still have that same beige.
Yeah, but I think they're union now. Yeah.
Okay, she said she'll look into it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Mr.
Real quick, I know we're out of time. Just want to invite Senator to our cleanup on October 4th, the gym.
For the gym, okay.
Yes, yeah, from October 4th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Okay.
If her office is available. Yeah, if they're free.
October 4th, 8 a.m. to 11, yeah.
Yes, at the community gym. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you, Roman.
Thank you. And if there are no more questions at this time, we can move on. So thank you so much, Kathy, for being here. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you. Up next, we have Representative Ifeka Hussey, who just walked in. Come up. Perfect.
I was enjoying the conversation on the WebEx though.
Yeah.
It's good to see everybody. It was fun to go and cut some California grass this weekend. It was good fun.
Get a machete.
Yeah, I like having a machete. That was very enjoyable.
Thank you.
Thank you. I wanted to kind of share some thoughts that I've been having about bills to introduce for the next legislative session, if I could, and just to get some feedback, if that's all right. So I'll just start with the one which might be the most controversial, which is, the RPZ is coming online, right? And I mean, the RPZ is online, but we're starting to, when is the fee gonna be assessed? The actual,
It's got pushed back to next year.
next year,
It was implement January first,
January
2026.
26, January 1st, okay.
But application just started. The application for a permit just started.
And how much is the fee gonna be?
125.
125 for one permit.
Mm-hmm. That's an annual fee, yeah?
Yes, and then there's like visitors, annual visitors and single day visitors also.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got.
Well, yeah, I'm so glad you guys know what's going on. So here's my crazy idea. And really hope you like my crazy idea, which is that, you know, these are monies that are being assessed on us, right? On our neighborhoods, on our residents. I think that we should have a say in how those monies then are spent. And so basically my thinking is, you know, whatever the dollar amount is that is raised in Kalihi Valley neighborhoods through the RPZ, that should be set aside, and then it should be like a fund that the neighborhood board, which is the closest, you know, to the community body of government, that the neighborhood board should then be able to say, okay, we have X amount of dollars from the RPZ zones within our community. We want to spend X amount of dollars on neighborhood beautification, X amount of dollars on sewer repairs, X amount of dollars on, you know, fixing this traffic light or whatever have you. You know, basically treat it as a small budget for the neighborhood board to have discretionary authority over.
My first thought on that.
Joey, accepting questions?
Yeah, I would love feedback.
My first thought on that is, from what I understood when the guy came here, the city and county is already losing money on this program. So I don't think there's extra money, but I would double check on that. From what I understand, that's the first thought.
Okay.
Second thought. My second thought is, we should go back to the root of the problem instead of throwing on more and more Band-Aids on top of it. So because the Kalihi Valley Home has so much rules and regulations on why they're not able to park in their own parking stalls, right? We should figure out, and this is a state issue, it's not a city problem, so this is up your alley, right? What other options are we able to do, right? But there's also pros and cons on that, right? So if more people are going in with no driver's license, no registration and all that stuff, right? Will also increase crime. But we know it's not preventing anyone because they're still getting in there, right? There was stolen cars that was found inside there. There was the shooting that was there this weekend. So whatever rules that we have right now isn't obviously working because crime is still obviously there. So what other options can we use for the residents? So we have to come to the heart of the issue instead of just adding more rules and regulations, because obviously it's affecting the people that live in the RPZ, like the lady that lives right behind me. I mean, they're sitting right behind me. So I figure we need to figure that out and then figure a way to get rid of the RPZ, because that should be our ultimate goal.
Okay.
Any concern about the funds generated from the RPZ fees?
Yeah.
In the beginning, the director, Martin, explained to us the fees are just a fraction of the cost of administering the program.
Sure.
And the supplies and, you know, the permitting. So there's no extra funds. What we pay in the rest is subsidized by the budget, the government budget. So I'm not gonna have extra funds. I mean, but we can request, you know, it's a good idea, but you might run into that reply from the program. Yeah. We're not paying the full costs of that. We're just paying a fraction of the cost.
Okay.
But also explain to us when we addressed the fees, and we thought the fee was kind of high. But he said that's just a fraction of it, so.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's also an argument that the fee is actually substantially lower than what the value is, because we're talking about using public land.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
incredibly
Yeah, I
valuable.
mean, there's a lot of other issues too.
Yeah,
about
yeah, totally.
RPCs.
Mr. Hesse, I was just gonna quickly ask, is there more,
Yeah, there's a few more,
Few more.
but I think Chris had something.
Mr. Lulama?
So if there is funding, I really like the idea because we could definitely need extra funding to help youth programs, like what Representative Hussey had brought up. You know, a lot of programs that are running Kalihi lack the funding, and hence why we don't have it. You know, and so that extra funding could help, like a flag football thing for a clinic for the youth in Kalihi Valley, camp for housing and in Kalihi, or maybe potentially fix the roof to allow, boxing for the kids. So, hopefully, glad that's go through.
I'm confused by RPG zones because the people don't wanna pay the park and the city's losing money on it. Why do we have it? No one wanna pay for it and everybody's losing money on it. Is it some just a vanity type of thing? Somebody explain it to me. The people don't wanna pay for the parking. That's why they keep pushing it on, because they paying for something that was free all their life. And the city's losing money on it. So I don't understand the purpose of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I yield back.
Did you want more comments with this?
I don't know, that's
What was it?
No, I said, what was your report? Not just to discuss RPZ, right?
No, I mean, I wanted to just get feedback on other kind of bills.
Okay, I would like to comment. I would like to comment.
Oh, yes.
So my husband was the RPZ chairperson. And remember, there was a time when there were so many complaints about crime and people from the housing parking in the neighborhood. So we began this pilot program. So we didn't know what the fees would end up, right? But the thing is, it's gonna come. It's this RPC, we have to accept it. Now, if it's too expensive for people in a household, we were told that you can apply for financial aid, like, you know what I mean? So, to cover some of that cost if it is too costly. But I think the good outweighs the bad in that the streets look so much better. Maybe you want to comment on the difference once the housing of the other people, I'm not picking on the housing, but outsiders couldn't park anymore. Right?
Well, we advocated for it, and now we have it.
That's right.
Right? So, we'll just, see how it goes. I mean, like, all laws and rules, if it doesn't work, can be modified. That's right. Or changed or eliminated.
I didn't know. I mean,
we advocated for it and we got it.
Basically, we wanted to just keep being a pilot program, and you don't have to pay. It would just be the model, like that didn't happen.
Yeah, so, and we got what we wanted.
And part of what I'm thinking is, I like the idea of neighborhood boards, not just this neighborhood, but neighborhood boards in general, having a budget that you can use on the projects that you think are important, because
please advocate, because we asked for that. In 2017, they took our budget away. And the city has not given the neighborhood board their budget back since 2017. And they basically said, when I asked Spencer, that somebody stole money and they don't trust us anymore. So, okay, so I'm like, okay, really? But that's when the budget left, because I read the neighborhood board plans, I read all of them anyway. In 2017, we had it in there, and as you read, the budget's gone, and a whole lot of things are gone now. But yes, I believe we should have a budget too, and we won't steal the money, promise you. So I won't go to jail for like $30, so stuff like that.
Some comment. Well, I think, and you comment about the neighborhood board is closest level of government to the community. And through that organization, we've influenced how our community spent money in our neighborhood. Like Mr. Frank, through our resolutions, influencing the government to implement certain things, like change, giving us new signs.
Yeah.
Right, giving us new signs and changing the speed limit.
Yeah.
So we get some influence, you know, if we, get together, and now we trying to, get together with Kalihi Palama. So I think we get, you know, more influence, because now we can, partner with their representatives and our representatives. And so we're going, you know, if we use the concept of a neighborhood board, I think we get some power to influence, budget in our favor. Right. So we'll, you know, work with the concept of neighborhood boards.
And if you see Simeon's hand is up as well.
Oh, okay.
So Mr. Rojas?
Yes, you know, as far as you know, we're having a budget for our neighborhood board. You know, we gotta find. You know, we already ask question about if we could fundraise or we could create some kind of, you know, like a non-profit towards to support our you know, the neighborhood board, so we can, you know, utilize whatever we can fund. Like for example, like what Lamea was saying, you know, support the kids, the community, and whatsoever that we can improve our community. That's a really a big issue right there. But we gotta really, all of us gotta sit down on this and talk about it and see if what is the best way to approach that. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
How much more time do I have? Or am I out of time?
I mean, it's 8:46. I was gonna do a separate timer to time your, yeah. I mean, I think it was like a minute. Do you guys remember what time it was that showed?
If I get maybe 30 more seconds.
Yeah.
So just want to share real quick that the biggest thing that the state's going to be facing over the next couple of years, several years, are the federal budget cuts, right? And the new number that I'm hearing is about 1.4 billion in annual cuts to the state. The Medicaid cuts are going to happen starting in 2027. But we're going to see cuts in the very, very near future around SNAP and a bunch of other programs that, like for instance, that the judiciary does and other organizations. So one thing that I think we really need to push for in this coming legislative session is to re-examine the essentially our tax structure and figuring out how do we, you know, how do we pay for these programs that we're going to need to pay for. You know, we need to take responsibility, I think, for all of these social programs. At the very, very top of the income distribution, the most wealthy are going to get a tax break from the federal government. And I think the easiest way for us to solve for our budget crisis is to just increase our taxes at the very, very top, so that, you know, they're not going to pay more taxes, but they will just keep paying the same amount that they're currently paying. But we can, you know, fill our budget gap. And part of that is that we, you know, the state, we all got a small tax break in the last year in House Bill 2404. We want to try to keep that as much as possible, right? Because we like paying as little taxes as possible. But I think we have to amend that a little bit so that we can make sure that there's monies to pay for things like SNAP and Medicaid and all that going forward. That's a big one.
Mr. So?
I told you where to get the money from.
Delaware.
And I'm gonna say it again, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one way, right?
Yeah.
They don't understand what I'm talking about, but
No.
I've talked to you many times about it.
So I was just in Boston for the National Conference of State Legislatures. I was sitting next to a state senator from Delaware. And yeah, you're right. Most of the money they get is from the fees that they collect from.
1/3.
1/3.
1/3,
Yeah,
right?
it's amazing.
And they don't even live in that state.
Yeah.
They don't step in that state. So where do we get the money? And Delaware's having such a problem right now, right? That people are leaving there and they're going places like Las Vegas, North Carolina, Montana, right? So why can't we get a portion of that?
Yeah.
So that's the first way we're gonna get money out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
But we have to deregulate, and that's the main thing, and I keep on talking about that. Second thing is, Amanda Yabanese from Green Palama wants you to do another Medicaid talk, but invite us this time.
Okay.
Instead of you just doing it by yourself. So we want to talk about it, because 1/3 of our population is on Medicaid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
And with-
40,000 people.
And with the transition that we're having, people don't know this, but our Medicaid is tied to Arizona. So we're partnered with Arizona on Medicaid. And they are redoing all the systems, the computers, because they're so antiquated that they're running from the 1950 system, right? So they're trying to move it into the cloud system. So we have all the changes coming on board, and they're trying to get it all cloud-based. And they're moving the Medicaid office here in Hawaii from one building to another building, and it's not even up. And then with all these changes happening all in one time, it's gonna create a backlog and everything like that. So, we would like you to set another one of those up again, and this time invite us instead of just running it and not letting us know.
I told you about it.
You told me about it, but you didn't tell me, you told me about it, but you didn't tell me when, where, and the time, right? You just told me you were gonna.
Okay. Yes, sir.
We're like a flyer. We can make one for you too.
Why don't we just join the lotto and partner with an Indian casino and have a casino and a lottery? Mississippi has a lottery and they have casinos. They're the most backward state in the union, and they got that stuff. We keep pretending like people here don't gamble, but they call Las Vegas the nice island because we all fly there to gamble. It's just crazy. It's just easy money. Join the lottery with the other 50 states, collect the money, and then why don't we just partner with the Indian reservations and have a casino here? And people can stop going off the island. We can get all the people coming from Asia and people flying in here that want to come visit, and they can leave all their money and they can just go home.
Yeah, we had a bunch of bills this past year about gambling and.
Everyone gambles here. Shit, they got so many gambling houses, we can't shut them all down.
Yeah.
But we won't make the money on it, because everybody act like they people don't gamble here. The lottery is just a lottery. You can have a lottery, buy a ticket, maybe you'll be a millionaire, maybe you'll lose $5. I mean, that's just crazy.
Most likely you're gonna lose $5.
Randy, you just said Mississippi is the poorest state.
It is, and they have the lottery and they have casinos.
Maybe you got a reason why.
They steal all the money. No, it isn't.
Chris,
right?
So we want the time for this building.
Real quick, just want to extend again, you and your office on Saturday, October 4th. We have a gym cleanup.
Okay.
Kalihi Valley Gym from 8 o'clock to 11. To just kind of help beautify our kids' gym.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
And then Simeon has his hand up again, so Mr. Rojas.
Yes, Mr. Hasi, Representative, I have a question. So is there gonna be as you mentioned the federal cut, is there anything that the state will, are they gonna, is there any limits that they're gonna make based on what happened in the future? Is there anything that is already in play, and is there any reserve for us as you mentioned all this budget cuts?
Yeah, that's a good point, Simeon. So the state actually does have substantial financial reserves,
okay.
Which is good. So that'll buffer a lot of the impact. But we don't want to eat up all of our cash, to pay for the deficit. So we do need to adjust, I think, our tax structure so that we're making sure that everyone's paying a fair share in taxes, especially the folks who have the greatest capacity to pay. We have a lot of billionaires who live here in Hawaii. So I think what we're looking at is in the next legislative session is for changes to our tax structure to make sure that we can pay for all of these changes.
Another was there more bills or
That's the main thing. I don't want to take up more time. I've taken up too much time already. There's a bunch more bills, but that's enough for today.
Okay. And if there are no more questions, then for Mr. Hussey, we can move on to Ed Case office. But everyone, thank you again.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Thank you, sir.
is Congressman Ed Case. Alan Muneko is online.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. I'm Alan Muneoka. I work for Congressman Case. I'm covering for Nestor tonight. We don't currently have our third quarter neighborhood board report. I think we're still working on finalizing it. We'll send it over to the chair as soon as we have it finished. But I'll just drop in the chat the Congressman's last e-newsletter from July. It covers a lot of the stuff that's happening kind of on the reconciliation cuts, reconciliation impacts, appropriations, and some of the other actions we're taking prior to the August recess for Congress. And then I will also mention, I'm not sure if you guys remember, we were having a teletalk story on July 29th, but we had to postpone due to the tsunami warning out of an abundance of caution. So we're going to be rescheduling that, and then I'll drop the website in the chat here, just so in case you guys want to know when the next when the teletalk story will be rescheduled for. You can just visit our events page. And then lastly, we have for any person in high school, we have the Service Academy nominations that are going on right now. So if you have anyone that might be interested, please feel free to refer them to our office. There's a page on our website. We can also email us at ed.case@mail.house.gov. So we need the applications by October 10th. So if you can get that to us, that'd be great. And I'm happy to take any questions you guys may have.
Any questions from the board, online or in person, Mr. Franklin?
Good afternoon, Alan. I just want to thank the congressman for working on the Windfall Act. He was working on it and they got it approved and got it passed, and I am really grateful for it. So if you could let him know, thank you. I talked to him about it, I guess, a year and a half ago, and it finally got done. So thank him.
I will let him know.
Any other questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there something?
Hi, my name is James Sung. I met Congressman a couple of weeks ago, and I asked him if he's willing to participate with our neighborhood board. He agreed, and so tell him I said thank you for participating.
Okay, will do.
Thank you. Are there any other questions from the board or our community online or in person? Okay. Seeing and hearing none. Thank you so much, Alan Muneoka, and have a good evening.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you. Okay, now we are at the back of the schedule. So board business is we do still have like the resolutions on. We could actually do a quick vote. Easiest way to handle this is we can motion to postpone the agenda items, the A to C, and then we can second and then call for a counter vote to
I
move
got a
on to
question.
D.
What about these resolutions? Did I miss something, or did we write them up, or they passed on them, or who presented them?
That's me.
Okay.
I'm moving it to next meeting, and I'm only going to present one.
One at a time.
One at a time. It got too confusing for me.
Because I'm confused.
You weren't here when I presented it.
Yeah, it was July, I believe, right?
Yeah, it was a meeting that.
Oh, okay, when we moved it from Wednesday to Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I was here Wednesday, y'all showed up Thursday, but okay.
Yeah, so it was that day. But so we can have a motion to postpone it.
Yes.
Yeah. So
do we have quorum?
Yes.
Yes,
yeah,
we have one.
quorum.
We have-
Cindy is online.
And we have May.
May is not.
Yeah, that's
So
why I'm
1, 2,
asking.
3, 4, 5, 6.
6, yeah, we have
Six
5.
is
Oh.
5 is quorum. Also, like 5 of us.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone motion to?
I motion to
postpone?
move it till next.
Mr. Franklin motion, any second? Mr. Lualemaga second. So we'll move on to item D now.
Well, if you know it's gonna be next meeting, if not, we can maybe postpone.
Just postpone it.
Indefinitely, yeah.
Indefinitely.
Yeah, until we're ready,
Okay.
yeah, okay, postpone indefinitely, and then.
And I don't see any objections, so we'll take that. And then now we'll move on to item D, which is approval of regular meeting minutes for Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Can I get a motion?
I motion to approve.
Mr. Franklin motions. Can I get a second? Mr. Lualemaga seconds. Are there any discussions? Yes, Mr.
Yes, I would like to thank you for doing this. This is outstanding.
Oh.
It's been a while since we had a detailed one that's better than Thank you.
Oh, it's gonna get even more detailed.
I really appreciate it. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
So that's the comment.
That's a comment.
Okay, any other comments or discussions? If not, then we can go to, or vote, or should I say if there's any?
Oh, hearing, yeah, minutes can be very casual, like
Mm.
hearing no
Like,
objections.
I'm hearing no objections to the minutes, so
Adopted, yeah.
it can be adopted.
As
Thank-
distributed, yeah.
Oh, as distributed, thank you.
Mm.
Next, actually, item E is approval of neighborhood board number 16, Kalihi Valley logo. Can I get a motion? Oh,
We're gonna present, yeah.
oh yes, the logo.
And we gotta show people the other logo, because that's a good one too.
Yes, yes.
But the motion's always
We gotta
first
do it.
before the
Okay.
discussion.
Yeah. So
So
motion,
from-
Mr. Sung, did you wanna? Motion and second by Mr. Lualemaga. Discussion, now we can present the logos. Are these all yours, by the way?
Yes.
Okay,
No, that's-
so,
On that, I think every board member should bring up a logo, what he believes Kalihi Valley is to him. I made those three up so the board can vote on them, and we can vote on different logos if we want to, and everyone should. Look at the designs and pass them along.
so this is, Mr. Franklin, did you make these yourself?
Yes.
Okay, these are Mr. Franklin's
I'll
three
just pass
designs.
some of them around.
And then,
Christian
We just
Mr.
pass them
Lualemaga.
around.
Which program did you use?
Huh?
Which program did you use?
Yeah.
Casual facility.
That's some of them.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little while.
Okay.
Simeon, you have your hand up? Mr. Rojas?
You already showed him this logo?
Yes, yeah.
Oh.
You didn't think I do it, would you?
So you say we're establishing a logo for.
Have all kind of animated programs and stuff like that. That's what we can prove all of them.
Yes, we're trying to vote on a logo to represent Kalihi Valley Neighborhood Board. It started with Mr. Lualemaga, who sent me a resident
Yeah, resident designed that.
design.
Yes.
And then, I believe Mr. Franklin also submitted to Mr. Lualemaga. So we decided to just have the board like approve or even vote on which one they want.
Let's vote
Yeah,
on all of them.
Vote on all of them.
Everybody is not here on this meeting at this point, trying to vote on the logo.
So, did you see the other logo?
Yeah, I kind of saw.
Sorry, could you repeat that, Mr. Rojas?
Yeah, I did that. Since everyone from the board is not present,
Designed that.
can we,
Like this.
I
I'm so sorry, I can't hear you. It was cutting in and out. Could you repeat your question again? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I said since so we're gonna vote on the logo right now. Since not everyone is present on the board, is everybody present on the board at this point?
We have quorum, so quorum means that the board present can vote.
And we can vote on all of them.
Mr. Franklin said we can vote all of them basically.
Vote on all of them.
Residents bring up, can residents do
I can't see what the logo. I don't see it. I see a paper.
sessions will be there
Show them, put it in front of the camera.
We'll show it to you to the camera.
You see the
Sorry,
logo?
sorry, man, I can't see.
Yeah, it's just
Sorry.
Okay, too close.
We can postpone it until you come, or whatever.
Is there a way to turn down, or I don't know, break
Yeah,
down the
like
brightness?
the
Or
logo,
the
man.
black one maybe will show up with the back.
Oh, okay, something.
This is one logo.
Okay.
You wanna?
Yep.
Thank you. Do you wanna?
You want one, two, or three?
Show all three of them.
All right, this is one. Can you see it?
You can have a January.
Oh, yeah,
one, you can
yeah,
have
yeah.
February
I'm
one.
gonna have 6 shirts.
One.
I'm gonna
This
buy
is
my
two.
own.
Thank you,
You
Mr.
can have
Franklin.
10 shirts, one for every meeting.
You got it, Simeon?
Kalihi Valley. Oh,
Oh, yeah, Kalihi Valley Neighborhood Board. That's
Yeah.
me in the middle, I'm just letting you know, yeah.
The skinny guy.
Definitely me, yeah. And here's me again.
That's me and me at the side.
okay, nice.
Okay, you got it?
You got a logo.
Okay,
Is there? Okay, is there more what's the meaning on the logo? You know, can you guys explain? Whoever
There
made
is
the
one-
logo.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can explain the one that the Christian wrote. She wrote.
Oh, so she- I can try to pull it up too.
Okay, she wrote the overall design is a shape of peha or peva, where it is formed by 2 mirrored images of Kalihi Valley. Within the valleys are given 4 layers overlapping and a star in the middle of the design. The peva represents mending, healing of our community, where the layers of the valley represents Pili Naha, the four vital connections of life: connection to place, self, community, and past and future. The mirroring of Kalihi Valley that creates the Peva is how the community can reflect on itself as a whole, and how there are plethora of gifts and experience they can use to heal and strengthen the community. The North Star in the middle of the Peha is a guidance of sense of direction where Kalihi Valley community wants to go forwards.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
That's what they sent me now. I'm just a messenger.
That's a great logo.
I'm just a messenger.
I'm gonna get that one too.
Invited one day to kind of like show that in the beginning of in our middle of our, so we can recognize her and then she can announce it. It's being announced at this point.
Have her come in person, is that correct? Like,
No. I mean, that would be awesome.
When we put the logo up, put that.
Yeah, it's gonna go on our newsletter.
Newsletter, that's all.
So that logo can go.
We can vote.
Curtis. Hi, I just want to bring up a concern, and this is self, but I will say something that happened for Kalihi Palama Neighborhood Board. We introduced a resolution and passed it regarding AI regulation. And I bring this up because as someone that is heavily opposed to AI, because my generation has been using a lot of like ChatGPT art, you know what I mean? Art is really a huge thing within the community, and I feel heavily against it, especially for AI, because it is now taking data, stealing people's art, and it is not really being made. It is basically taking as much art from different artists and then using it as a part of their data, which is a breach of privacy and everything. And ethics. And if anything, I do hope that people understand that AI can be used for good things, even though I do say that entirely no, not at all. But the point I'm trying to get across is we need to use AI with the right intent in mind. And if it can be used with the human mind, then it is possible to use it without AI. Thank you.
Yeah.
thank you.
All right, now we can vote on our stuff.
Did you want to say a menu for your?
I'm gonna vote all three, because I want my church vote. Huh?
Motion to adopt.
I put a motion to adopt all four logos that were presented today.
Okay. And would that be a motion?
Yeah, that's a motion, and then second if there's a
The
second.
motion to by Mr. Franklin,
Yes.
and then seconded by Mr. Lulimon. Okay.
And then.
Are there any objections to accepting all four? I'm hearing no objections. So all four logos can be adopted and we can use them
There you go.
as to represent
Time to
our.
make t-shirts.
I do have one request though,
Oh, yes, Mr.
on our
Yes.
colors for our shirts. And this
Oh,
is just,
colors, yes.
yeah, this is just one I'd like to, just a request that, that we stick with the Farrington colors maroon. Because it is the heart of our Kalihi, both Kalihi Valley and Kalihi Palama. So if we can, just a suggestion that we use maroon as our color. And,
The shirt.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes. Mr. Franklin?
I thought maroon would be dark. I was looking at white, green, light green, white.
Yeah.
Anything with black but no, whatever goes on there. You know what, we'll just print up some shirts and have them,
There you go.
we'll look at them and go from there.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. And Mr. Rojas has his hand up as well. Mr. Rojas?
Yeah, as far as the color, can we? I know, it shouldn't be a rush. Can we ask the community, like maybe at least to get involved on the color? Maybe we have another suggestion as far as just us in the board. I mean, this is the face of Kalihi and Kalihi Valley, so I think the color will be important as well. I know it's Farrington and Palama is maroon and white.
But this is just for our board.
Yeah, it's just our board.
Yeah, it's not for the community.
Not for the community.
Yeah, just for our board.
The shirts we gonna wear.
Yeah, we're gonna wear, not everyone else. Yeah. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, just to represent our.
White goes with everything.
Our neighborhood board. But we can also move on now to establish committees, subcommittees, and their membership. So on item number 8, you can see I believe this is all the committees that we have in the chair. if it's,
What is the budget and state budget committee? What is that? The one that's not assigned him. What is it? What does it do?
Oh, well, I don't know, so, but in general, before the discussion could begin, someone should make a motion to like approve all of these committees.
Well,
I make a motion.
And then you can discuss.
Okay.
So-
I make a motion.
And then
Mr.
second.
And I second the motion. Now we can
And
discuss
Mr.
it.
Franklin seconds, and we can discuss now.
What is that committee?
I personally don't know. That was established by May, but she's not online. And the original chair was Ethan. It's Ethan Dayton. Yeah,
So
that's.
if May established, maybe May want to be in charge of it.
I could assign it to her. Yeah.
If she made it, yeah. My second thing is, discussion is, you don't have a resolution committee.
Oh, was resolution committee one of
It
them?
was, we wrote 7 resolutions. In the resolution committee, somebody has to write them, and then somebody has to follow up on all of them. Because we're just not gonna submit them and let them just go in the air. Somebody gotta, like we just did on the district park resolution. We're taking it to fruition. Just because we submitted a resolution, somebody has to stay with that resolution until it comes to fruition. So
And then
you
you're
need
the
to-
chair of the resolution.
Unless somebody else want it.
Right.
Mr. Franklin, you was the resolution committee, right? Correct?
If it's being assigned again to me, yes. I created it because we need to write resolutions.
Yeah, I think it's still on, unless we're voting on committees. I think we tabled that, or is it concrete?
That's what we're doing now. We're voting on them. We're talking about them and approving them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember beautification and sustainability used to be together.
But they separated because Simeon has the sustainability.
But I'm wondering if it can be together again, but subcommittee, no?
No.
Not to make it complicated like that?
No,
Okay.
because one has this different.
Okay.
I'm getting the signs and the stuff done. He's doing the sustainability with planting and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you prefer beautification over resolution, or do you want to prefer resolution?
No, just make them different because they're 2 different committees.
Oh, no, I meant for you, because you're chair of both.
I mean both, yes, that's fine.
Would you like to be, or just one of them?
Unless you got somebody else want to do them.
Well, it's just because I wanted to equal it out.
If somebody else wants a resolution committee, they want to write the resolutions, they can.
No. What she meant is you stay on the resolution and we can connect sustainability and beautification together.
Beautification is what I'm doing with all the signs and the grass getting cut, and that's what I've been doing. The street sign being cut. I got 4 resolutions for that. But if you want to take that over and do that, Simeon, you're more than welcome to take that over, because that's how the signs and stuff are getting done there all the time. And the grass is being cut, and all of the complaints that I make. I make at least 12 complaints a month with the beautification committee. So I make 311 complaints completely, and I follow them up to get it done for the community. So if you want to do that, you're more than welcome. But that's how many complaints I make on the 301 every single month I've been on this committee.
Okay.
On this.
Do it. Let's vote on it.
Okay, so then since we made some amendments, that I guess somebody can motion to amend, like, maybe, we'll strike the state and county budget committee from unless,
And
then we'll add the resolution committee with.
How many committees can we have? That's right, so maybe May want to keep that. She can assign it to May.
But, or next time, well, but she's not here, or unless you guys wanna vote and make her the chair.
Now, the chair assigns it.
Yeah, I can just assign it.
She can just assign it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Either May or Michael.
Oh yeah, Michael Gotti, that's right, I forgot. I was like trying to remember who the other person was.
Right, that's Michael. Who asked for that committee?
Well, it was the 5, it was state, sidewalk, and ESPER those were 2 separate. Beautification and RPZ was the original 5, made by May.
Right, but then we added since May been gone, we added communication and we added resolution. Right, those are the ones we need, communication to get us out there, resolutions, because the only power we have as an advisory board is to write resolutions.
Yep.
And then, so that's it. I did the beautification committee, because that's how in the last 3 years, we got all of our signs and everything done, and all of the garbage stuff cleaned up.
Mr. Franklin, since I would like sustainability and beautification to be together, if it's okay, and then you focus on the resolution because that's a very important part of
If you want the beautification committee, that's fine, but I want you, I mean, I make so many complaints with it to get things done every month.
That's part of the board working together in a board. So
do you want to take them in? Do you want it? Take it. But I want you to work really hard with it.
Believe me, I will work for it.
I don't want to stop my
And I need your
progress
support.
with the beautification committee. I'm not asking for support. I do it all on my own. If you need support, why don't you just keep the sustainability committee?
You can do two.
I've been on the board.
Yeah, I mean, you've been doing good.
I've been doing two and working with communication, so it ain't hard. But you are the chair. You can sign whatever you want to sign.
They are separate already. So you mean a motion just to see if you can keep it together and see who votes?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, if that's what you like to do, then make it
And then we
amendment.
can make it official right here and now.
So motion to combine beautification and sustainability as one committee. So it's moved by Mr. Sung. Are there any second?
Okay.
A second.
No, it's either to keep it together or keep it separate.
It has to be one, because it's already separate.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I see.
assuming, yeah, that's why I assume the motion is to put it together.
Oh, never
Yeah,
mind.
and then that way we can tell, because against already is, I want to separate, four is together. So it's, yeah.
No, never mind.
That makes
I say
sense,
we
like,
keep it separate.
you want to keep it separate? Okay, okay. Well, we can also tell from that result from the motion too, but I think Mr. Rojas, seconded.
Well,
So-
then.
I second
Because then move on that amendment and then we're gonna have to vote.
But I also want to add a committee too, right? Like joint committee.
Yeah, there's also a
Yes,
committee.
so I'm trying to keep track of all these things as we keep
And I
discussing.
apologize, but
Yeah.
So what's the other?
So, okay, so someone, eventually, once we get all the amendments on the table, someone's got to make a motion with all of the amendments in one, and then we'll vote on that to pass that amendment, and then we'll vote again to, yeah. And if that doesn't pass, then we'll have to, yeah, that way the main motion is intact.
okay.
In the main motion.
But then, but right now, we have definitely, it looks like resolution committee with, board member Franklin as chair. And and then board member still want to add the joint committee.
Hey, I had a comment for additional discussion. We don't get this opportunity
Oh,
for
sorry, Mr.
discussion. Yeah, James, I talked to Mr. Franklin. He's willing to do beautification and resolution, which he's been doing for a couple of years now. So I would say those two committees, and he can be the chair for resolution and beautification. He's been doing it, but we never have a title for a resolution committee, right?
We had it last, we had. Find out what Simeon want. What does Simeon want?
I want
He's trying to speak.
I'm asking if we can put, if we can combine beautification and sustainability together. That's the motion.
Why do you want them together?
Because it works together.
How?
Well, there was the stream cleanup that Mr. Rojas.
If he wants it, he can have it.
Okay, well, why don't we just make it, so.
No, that's why we asked you if you want two of it.
Not gonna work on it
Well,
anymore.
board member Rojas is amending that we're gonna keep, we'll have the state and county budget committee, we're gonna have the sidewalk committee, and we're gonna amend to, put the beautification sustainability committee together. We have RPZ committee, communications committee, and now we're adding resolutions and joint committee.
Resolutions is actually, I've already had, I just forgot I didn't.
Oh, no, but we have to amend it for,
Oh,
because
for
it's
the
not,
agenda.
because it's not on the agenda. So this is what we're gonna vote as a package to amend, and then if this passes, then we can vote to approve it. But this is the cleanest Okay, so that's the motion on the table, so it's motion by, Board Member Rojas, and then is there a second? Cause if there's no second, then that amendment automatically kind of fails.
We need to amend it so that we have resolutions on the.
I understand he asking for a second, I'm not
Yeah,
seconding.
so is there, Mr. Rojas makes that amendment, is there a second? And yeah, it doesn't look like there's a second, so, okay, so that, that amendment doesn't work, but then do you guys wanna try, a motion to have everything as printed, with keeping this beautification and sustainability separate, and then adding the resolution in the joint committee?
I motion that we keep it that way, the way you just said.
Okay.
Any second.
Okay, and then now is there a second for Board Member Franklin? Yeah. Oh,
Mr. Lozey Mata.
okay, and then now I guess you can call the vote.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we can call the vote, one at a time, or just are there any objections?
So what is the
the
amendment
amendment.
again?
We're amending
Just
the
like
agenda.
it is, but we adding
The
resolution,
Add resolution and joint committee.
Mr. Franklin.
Resolution, yeah,
With
Mr. Franklin's
and
as the chair, and then joint committee that Mr. Sin, Mr. Song, is proposing. It's just adding those two, resolution committee and joint committee to
What's already there.
Okay.
Item 8.
Yeah.
It's just adding to, committee's resolution. Yeah, we're just amending the agenda right now. I'm not hearing any objections, so I'm taking it as, all.
yeah,
yeah,
600, yeah.
Okay, thank you, everyone. And then now we can, we just discuss the combination, or just?
Oh, no, that's it, so I guess,
And this is the established.
so that would be the established, yeah.
Okay, these are the established committees now, okay. So, and of course, resolutions, we can have Mr. Franklin as well as the chair. Joint committee, I guess we have it as a committee now, since you wanna be chair of it as well? Okay, so Mr. Song chairs,
My committee has field trips.
Is there food though?
Oh yeah, you gotta provide the food, or do we have to bring this?
Their food.
There's field trips.
Field trips committee.
Yeah, that's good, that's outstanding.
Huh?
That's
Just
outstanding.
added the joint committee, and the joint committee, you're gonna explain
That's
what
working
the,
with your board.
Yeah.
I'm just calling it the joint committee.
and the joint will, I don't know if you wanna explain further, it's just collaborative with the other board.
We're collaborating with Kalihi Kalama on everything, so we're looking for more funding, working with nonprofits and different organizations to get things done.
As a community member, can I join your committee?
Yeah, I mean, it's a joint, so everything that I do, your board is involved with it.
All right, we're not ready to get out.
Just for the record, so I can join.
Okay.
And so I can do the proposal, or, I can assign May to the State and County Budget Committee. I did wanna follow up with Mr. Rojas, he said he wanted a co-chair actually for sustainability, is that correct? Okay. And if it's okay, I could select the person who's not a chair, so I don't wanna stress, have you guys, do more than you already do for us. So, either Michael Gotti or, I guess just Michael Gotti, Hernando Tano, I forgot to mention, Hernando Tano is resigned, so.
Simeon.
What would you like to?
Yeah, our meeting great.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so.
Yeah, when you give one, yeah.
He's looking for a co-chair for
Sustainability.
sustainability.
Yeah, I'll.
Okay, so, Simeon, is it okay if Alan Malai co-chairs with you for sustainability?
Of course.
You also get Lynn Kumalai as well, so that's a bonus. You get 3 coaches. You get 3 free. Yeah, for free. Oh, Mr.
So next month we'll be going, for that vacant seat?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the vacancy, so you guys can bring your prospects or anyone you think would be great for our board, to join our board members, become a board member. Okay, so we've established committees, subcommittees and their membership. Going to committee reports and assignments, if you guys wanted to, one at a time.
I can go first.
Getting updates. Yeah, so communications committee.
Yep, so, again, we all know that we're part of the newsletter, so if you have anything, especially with the, was it the other? The joint committee, if you guys have anything that would benefit both sides from there as well, let us know early in advance. We would like 3 weeks, 2 weeks is cutting it before we send out the newsletter a week before our meeting. So if anything that you think from, as a chair, that they have that would benefit us, email it to either me or Aloha or Randy, so we can implement that, but yeah, that's it.
Sorry, I have a question about the newsletter. Is this an appropriate time for me to ask?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, so Senator, so what is the deadline for, what is the latest when we can submit for, like, let's say, in the August newsletter, what is the latest deadline that our office can submit something?
2 weeks prior to this meeting. Yep.
I did 2 weeks, but then I said if you still want to add, you can directly contact us.
Yeah.
Because then by like the beginning of the month, I look at the email, you know, like the main email to see if there's any submissions. But you can just directly look Mr. Luelemaga before, so that we can just add it before. Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know if there was gonna be more of an established, like, you know, because that one was kind of an exception, right, when I emailed you about that.
Yeah, I can,
the
so we
meeting
can do
because
it
was
as soon
last
as
week.
possible. But I did want to confirm with Mr. Luelemaga when we should finalize our newsletter. I don't think we finalized August yet. And I think we're still getting like new stuff for September. So originally I did want to wait till next week for Palama. So get events from them, but they don't have a meeting next month, so we can submit sooner or like after this meeting. But that's like just the latest I've been going after Palama meeting, so I can get their event info and put it in ours to kind of cheat that. But do you like that idea, or do you prefer the beginning?
I'm sorry, I got totally sidetracked. Sorry.
No, I'm just finalizing when you want to submit. Like the earliest we've submitted was in the beginning of the month before our meeting.
Okay.
But I like after because that way we have all the dates and everything,
Yeah.
especially from Kalihi Lamas too.
Definitely.
Just add it and then we can send it to everyone. That way it's kind of like a after our meeting update, right? And reminder of what's going on.
Perfect.
I hope that's also been good. Like everyone's been getting. I just added Alan Kumar finally to the newsletter. I got the wrong email. You should be getting emails of the newsletters.
Oh,
I got the
yeah,
wrong
we change
one.
your email address.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
every
have
time I say that, some of them go through either.
yeah, so it was a Gmail instead, it's just a Gmail, but, yeah, so, we could change the due date to like after our meeting.
Definitely, yeah.
And, but still directly to us, so it's faster.
Yeah, because around November, we're gonna start hiring staff. And so eventually, part of the training is for staff to attend the neighborhood board meetings, also keep up with the communication. So that's why I just want to establish a fixed timeline. Because you've been pretty flexible, so we appreciate it. I just didn't know if I missed like the deadline, so I thought I would ask during this portion.
And I've been paying like a Canva, like monthly thing, so we can add even more stuff and do more things, so I hope you're able to get access to that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. Yeah, it's because we got access to the better stuff. That
was excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's communications committee then?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Let's see, we can go down the line, so sidewalk, S-curve, and transportation committee if you wanted to.
I don't have anything on
No
that.
report, okay, no problem. Beautification committee.
Yes, all of our signs now are around the city on Kalihi and Licky, all those signs have been updated and clean. All of our, the lots have been, cut. I just have one lot coming off of by PYL, that need to be cut. And that's about it. Like I said, I put in, this month only put in 6 violations of 311. So they all got numbers and they're all being tracked and they're all being done. And that's it for that committee.
Thank you.
You also want to see for resolutions committee?
Resolution committee on our 7 resolutions. We're working on the district park as we speak right now. We have 7 resolutions and I'm tracking all of them. That's why I ask them every time questions about where our resolutions are. So our district park resolution is coming to fruition. Our sign resolution has already been done. The next one that we got is the schools in front of Kaliuka, the school signs in our neighborhood. We want all those signs updated. So we're working, 2 is done, 5 more to go. until they come to fruition. I'll present to the board every month.
Sustainability Committee, Mr. Rojas. If you have a report or not.
No report at this time.
Okay, thank you. RPZ Committee.
What about the cleanup?
I'm finna say, Rojas just cleaned up a
Yeah,
stream.
The
Then
cleanup,
you just go,
the stream cleanup.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is, Mr. Oh, go on.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna mention about how we connect together as for our sustainability and beautification. So, I guess I can understand now. I just remind you for the beautification if there's anything that needs to be beautified based on the connection of the sustainability part. You know how we can incorporate all those things. I think that's mainly what I wanted to talk about, and also as far as cleaning up, there's a lot of place to clean up, and I think that's a successful cleanup. What Lynn said. So, you know, I wasn't able to attend because I had some other things that I had to do. But as far as coordinating it, thank you very much for all those people who participated that came to the cleanup. I know Alan was there, Lay, he was there as well, and whoever was there. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chris.
Oh, Mr. Kumar. Yes. Oh, or Mr.
Chris
Kumar.
was there.
Are we done?
Oh yeah, Chris was there. Sorry.
So sorry.
I was just gonna ask RPZ
Okay,
is the last.
RPZ,
or
RPZ real quick, application started for RPZ permits, and the city going to start promoting, putting banners in the neighborhood and passing out flyers at each resident. So be on a lookout for the promotion of the RPZ application. And implementation will be January 1st, 2026. So we have quite a few months for residents to apply for their RPZ parking permits.
And then joint committee, since it's new, I don't know if you want to report or say anything else.
So we joint committee's already been in process, even though it's not an official committee. First event that we did was this Kalihi information meeting. It was sponsored by Donna Mercado Tim's office. 1, 2, 3, 4 people were there. Clark was there. And then from this, we are starting to do field trips. So first field trip is going to be Salvation Army, August 30th, between 8 to 10.
Saturday.
It's a Saturday. The next one I'm working on is Friends for Youth. And I'm also trying to get Keiki Ka'aina. I'm working, trying to do Toys for Tots, getting in there. KKB. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then Kokua, the one on School Street, right at the bottom of 4th Street.
Kokua Kalihi Valley.
Yeah. So that one organization and a bunch of other ones. Yeah. So I'm gonna be working with all of them. We're gonna do field trips there. See, basically the question is who they are, what they do, and how we're able to help them, and vice versa. So they want to know who we are, what we do, how we're able, they're able to help us. So with all the Medicaid cuts and the Snapchat cuts, all these nonprofits are out there, but how many of them are working together? So we're going to be the bridge between all these nonprofits and getting all the, making sure that they have all the resources that they need.
Adding on to that committee, me and Leah Aloha have been working on doing an outreach community event where we get as many board members and community members as possible to spread posters and QR codes around regarding resources and when our meetings are, so we can get more community engagement. That's all.
Thank you. Mr. Rojas? Yes.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Sung, I would like to, this is a suggestion, if you could outreach to, what you call it, the church up in Kalihi Valley, it's the Iglesia de Cristo. Would like to invite them to our meeting if you can, and also if you could invite also the church, the one right across Camford Housing, what is that?
Joe.
So I'm not, so the way this is gonna work is they're not coming to our meeting. We're going to them. We're
But
going
we
into
get
the
them to
neighborhood.
social, community. Isn't that part of your outreach?
Yeah, so we're going, as neighborhood boards, we're visiting them. We're not asking them to come to us.
Wait,
That's how this.
Sorry, it's cutting in and out, so
Oh wait, isn't it like trying to gather? I mean, trying to, keep the community together to know each other. So we can go there first, and then we can invite them too, right? Kind of like back and forth, so that way we know what's going on in their area, and maybe we can ask them to say, hey, can you pitch in to help out Camford Housing, to neutralize it, with something like that, So I just wanted to.
That's the goal, but I'm not inviting them here and asking them to do a 10-minute presentation. These meetings are gonna be a little bit longer, and it's gonna be specific, topic specific, and it's gonna be about them. And so I'm trying to get more than 10 minutes. If they come here, 10 minutes isn't gonna be long enough. So we're gonna go to them, and we're gonna do this between the two boards. So we need more than 10 minutes. If they come here.
They can just introduce themselves, you know what I mean? 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes for everybody in the community. Right?
Yeah.
And if we do, we're gonna do it at a separate committee meeting. That's why I've been asking about the parks. How do we get to utilize the parks?
Mr. Luema.
Sorry, real quick, sorry. Mr. Franklin brought this up really early in the meeting. That's really important. For our newsletter, for the chairs to send us the communication, what we're doing, so we can highlight what they're doing, what RPZ, what beautification is doing, so we can show the community what we're doing as part of the chair, instead of just like, oh, we have an event this Saturday, we have an event this Saturday, but just to kind of keep the community updated what our board is doing. So if the chairs of each committee could send us at least one highlight per month, so we know, or we can keep the community updated on what we're doing in our certain committees. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Okay. So we can move on now to chair report. I have no report, and I will move on though to announcements. So next meeting is Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, 7 p.m. at Kapalama Holly Room 153 here. Broadcast meetings, neighborhood meetings aired on Olelo Channel 49 on the 4th Saturday of the month at 6 p.m. and the 1st and 3rd Sunday of the month at 9 a.m. Are there any more announcements?
Oh, could I just ask one question?
Yes.
Oh, could I ask one question before thank you, Board Member Franklin, for your comment about the minutes. So I want to ask you guys, because the other boards have been wanting longer minutes, and so we've been expanding that questions, comments, and concerns to list, kind of identify all speakers were able to, and so the minutes kind of grow from like this sort of like 2 to 3 pages to like 6 or 7. Do you guys want longer minutes? Yeah.
I wanted to reflect because your thing goes out to the community, and we want the community to know everything that we are doing.
Okay, go on.
So I don't really, I wanted really detail because every board member is speaking and it's working for the community. Every board member was elected. We put out there that when we were elected, that we were gonna work for the community, and the community should see that we are working by what this newsletter go out and reaching out to the people we don't get to.
Oh, yeah.
That's my comment.
I will say, technically the YouTube recording is the minutes, but
Right.
yes, this is the written summary as well.
Yes.
But yeah.
I was gonna ask if it's front and back, so 6 pages, so it's like 3.
Yeah, it's gonna be about at least double the length, most likely. But yeah, okay. Yeah, I will do that. And that's it for me.
And if there are no more announcements,
For the newsletter.
then I can say meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you bring the clock back again?